The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or follow Britpod Scene on Twitter to find out.
Welcome to the All Seeing Guys. The All Seeing Guys. With Greg and Joe.
Welcome to the All Seeing Guys with Greg, just Greg, because I'm sat here on my bedroom floor talking into a microphone on my own, because it's a crazy fucking time out there, isn't it? Jesus fucking Christ. So we've been doing these flashback episodes. We fully expected to have had a brand new episode out by now, and again, thanks to everyone who did get in touch offering us places to record. That was incredible. So many of you reached out going, oh, record here, come to mine to record. But obviously now with this crazy fucking disease, that makes it a bit hard. We did expect to have recorded by now, me and Joe. We did have time set up to record, and that's kind of gone out the window now. So it's all a bit crazy, isn't it? But do not fear. We have put some things in place, so hopefully there'll be a new episode soon. I drove over to Joe's the other day and gave him a microphone and some instructions and set him up basically so he can record his end of the conversation in his house. I can record my side of the conversation here, and we can edit them all together. It might sound a bit different, but nonetheless there will be some brand new All Seeing Guys episodes coming out during this crazy time, because it really does feel like now more than ever we should be getting this podcast out there, and even not just to talk about the bloody coronavirus and fucking all that shit, just to be the All Seeing Guys. You know, we'd still cover the Kebab Awards. You know, they happened in the end of February, beginning of March. They happened, and then coronavirus kicked in and madness ensued. So don't worry, we will sit down, we will talk about the Kebab Awards still. We've got the Dice Rollers album coming out maybe the end of this week. Ooh. I do want to we'll do a test episode, I think, to make sure our setup works, and maybe do a little episode talking about that coming out, and just to do a little test, and then we'll dive straight back into full episodes if that's successful. But it has been a bit crazy, hasn't it? I mean, I'm now working from home, have been since last week. And if you are missing out a bit of All Seeing Guys action, check out our Facebook page, my Instagram at All Seeing Guys Podcast, and our YouTube page, All Seeing Guys. I am doing some little Greg Works From Home video vlog, shitty video blog diary things, where I just talk crap into a camera for a couple of minutes. Joe actually featured in one recently when I took the recording equipment over to him. I'm actually going to play our little catch up, the audio from that video, on this episode now, so you do feel like you're getting some new Greg and Joe action. And now it's just us having a quick catch up, because obviously I'm not seeing Joe either. I'm not seeing anyone. Seeing Lizzie and Indiana. Indiana's not a nursery now. We're all in the house. It's also just like, we want to stay in, we want to make sure we don't pass it on to each other. Also, we've got a lot of high risk people connected to us. You know, especially Lizzie's nan around the corner, who's 100 years old. You know, there's both sides of our family, there's a lot of high risk. So we are trying to play it as safe as we can, which does mean not seeing everyone. It's insane, because like every Friday night, I would either be recording the All Seeing Guys at Joe's, or we'd be recording Dice Roller stuff, or we'd both be at Ed's watching films. And I text Joe Friday when I sat at home, just being like, isn't it insane that there's this huge thing happening in the world that means it's dangerous for me to go to Ed's, sit on his sofa and watch films. Crazy. Man. Before we dive into this episode, which again, is a flashback episode, we hope you've been enjoying the last couple of flashback episodes. I know it's a bit of a cop-out. It's why I've refused to give them episode numbers. They're just bonus episodes. But this one is episodes 40 to 60. And again, really fun. I'd really struggled to pick clips from each one. I think there's a couple. Some episodes have double clips on there. Just again, so much going on. It makes me really miss and want to do the show all the time now. So hopefully we'll have new episodes out to you soon, and you can stop having to be spoon-fed these flashback episodes. But at the same time, I do hope you're enjoying them. They are a lot of fun to listen to, and there's so many things I've forgotten about, and it's like I'm hearing them all for the first time. Before we dive into this week's flashback episode, just obviously want to say, hope everyone's doing well, fucking staying safe, and if you are choosing to spend your downtime, whether you're isolating, working from home, listen to All Seeing Guys, and I really do appreciate it. Before we dive into this week's flashback, as I said, I did catch up with Joe briefly, so let's have a listen and see how that conversation went, and then enjoy the rest of the episode. And hopefully, the next episode you hear will be something new. Thanks for listening. I've been Greg. Bye-bye. Boom, Joe.
Hello.
It looks like we're doing a drug deal. Just fucking you jumped in the car outside.
My mum's looking out the fucking window right now.
What are they doing in there? Them two. There's a pandemic going on. Fucking popping each other's assholes in the fucking car.
Leave us alone to kiss.
You know, on the way over here, I saw something I'd never seen before. You know the Boris bikes?
Yeah.
One of those just lying on the floor by my road.
That's so weird. I saw, like, because there's all around the back streets is where I walk to the shops.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there was one over there. But this is like fucking Sunbury.
Yeah,
It's like,
I've never seen them before.
There's no, like, a point. I want to know how far they rode it from and then just thought, oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like,
Well, I was having a chat with Tony yesterday, and he was saying I was chatting to somebody who's just, at the moment, selling bikes like there's no tomorrow. Because people don't want to go on public transport.
Yeah.
And if you don't drive, then fucking you're buying a bike.
adult scooters are skyrocketing at the moment.
Adults, yeah, well, aren't they going to change the law so you can, or might change the law so you can have the electric ones on the road?
Amazing.
The pavements.
Imagine that traffic jam.
Yeah.
That's going to be phenomenal. Oh, dear.
So I've dropped off Joe with fucking his recording equipment all packed up, so hopefully All Seeing
Matches
Guys.
look at that.
It
Matches-
does.
matches
You're
my
gonna see
jacket.
it. So All Seeing Guys can hopefully drop some new episodes during the lockdown or whatever's going to happen, and we can keep entertaining people by talking our bollocks rather than fucking normal shit. How's it going working from home?
It's weird. It's really weird.
You've never done it before,
No,
right?
I've never worked from home. It's a really strange experience because you feel sort of disconnected from everyone else, yet you're sort of in touch on Skype.
Yeah.
It's a very strange experience.
See, we're on Zoom.
Ah, nice upgrade.
Yeah, we're on Zoom rather than Skype.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's interesting. We have two booked calls a day as a team. In the morning, end of day.
Yeah.
But between that, obviously, you chat to everyone individually about work. So you video calling a lot, talking to clients way more because they're not, they're just calling you up because they know you're at home. Busy. And it seems to just be busier because now people are like, oh, well, everyone's on the internet. So that's where we need to be.
That's all we've got. Imagine if the internet goes down, man. That's it. That's going to be the end of civilization.
Oh, mate, if the internet went down.
If the internet goes, this place is turning into Mad Max.
I did have a panic recently where I saw on the internet. I saw a flash article, a news article being like Virgin Media is down. I'm like, oh my god, the internet! I better check my internet before realizing I was on it and everything was working fine.
It's chaos.
It's the equivalent of looking for your phone when it's in your hand.
Yeah,
or you're
absolutely.
talking, I can't find my fucking phone anywhere.
Where's my glasses? They're on top of your head.
Oh yeah,
Right,
there's me out. But yeah,
that's fine. Don't worry. That's just. I've had a cigarette. That's fine.
I did ask Joe. I was like, you feel comfortable getting in my car because it's raining, it's windy, the car's going past. We'll record this quickly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting All Seeing Guys up and running again.
Indeed.
And also want to shout out to our fucking Swiss Army Knife Ed, the fucking spine of Tolworth Tower.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's not as easy for him to work from home. So fucking
He's always been the glue, hasn't he?
yeah. So fucking all my best fucking Ed, man. Keep fucking chomping out there. But at some point, man, take a break and sit at home.
Yeah, please.
Wait for all this to blow over.
I like that he did just say in our group chat that as soon as this is over, we're all going to go to a buffet and eat the fuck out of
Oh
it.
man, can you imagine the day this thing's lifted and we get to go to a pub again?
Oh,
it's going to
yeah.
be so surreal because people are still going
I'm
to be
not
a bit on
going
edge.
the first day. I'm not
No,
going
it'll be
the first
insane,
day.
won't it?
It'll be
insane.
absolutely
I
mental.
mean, the first month. But it'll be so surreal because people still be a bit wary. You wonder, like,
Yeah.
whether handshakes will become a thing again, whether they will just, will it just stay the elbow, like...
The elbows, that's it. When you in like football games where they do the line where they all shake hands, it will just be elbow bumps now. And then someone will hit their funny bone and they'll be like, oh fuck, like.
It's really weird. I was watching a video 8 months ago, some music video, or I was watching a show and somebody did the elbow greeting in it, and I was like, oh, that's whoa hip hop. I've never had
That is, yeah.
I've never had one of those before. And
Botch.
that night we went to the Cox and I bumped into Richie, who was coming out the toilets, and I went to shake his hand. He's like, oh, I've got wet hands, I'll give you one of these. And I was like, oh, I'm getting one. He's giving me an elbow one. This is great. Now I kind of like regret wishing for these elbow bumps now, because now it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Now there's a reason for it to be a thing.
Yeah. And not a good reason either.
No, not a good
Not a great reason. Not like just like handshakes are out. elbow is the new black. You know, like it's not the same.
All right, man. Well,
Oh,
that was a nice little catch up.
That was.
It's good to see a face.
Good to see you.
That's not on a screen. Out and about. And hopefully we'll have some All Seeing Guys episodes coming fucking very soon.
We're still here. We can't be. Well, we potentially can if we catch it.
Yeah.
But right now we're not being defeated. So it's all good.
all. All right.
Get back safe, man.
Yeah. You get back to your door, which is just there safely.
I will certainly try.
Bye. Stuart Tyrrell, our sausage roll taster, out on the road. It's been a bit quiet of late since we last mentioned him a few episodes back.
Yep.
He's come out with a bang this time. Apparently
Yeah,
claiming he's
no claims. Like
he claimed he has found the best sausage roll in all of England. So on that
Now that's-
on that note,
now,
let's hit up some sausage rolling with Stu.
sausage rolling.
Sausage roll, please, shopkeep. Sausage rolling with Stu.
I forget about the fucking children like cheering every time. Yeah, sausage roll. It reminds me of like the Milky Bar adverts.
Now, last time we did this, he thought was one of the best sausage rolls.
Oh yeah. No, he was ranting and raving.
And I can't even remember. I should have actually looked up what the hell that was because I haven't got it in
I
front of me
can't
right now.
remember.
But you know what? It's irrelevant. It's the past.
Yeah.
Because now he believes he's found even better. And I saw a picture of the sausage roll and it did look fucking amazing. It looked fucking
Like
amazing.
the size of the sausage alone.
It was like a bakery good. It looked like, a freshly made sausage roll. And it looked fucking gorgeous. And I really fucking want one.
Where do you have to go to acquire
You have
such a
to
sausage
go
roll?
to Northcote Road in Battersea.
I thought you were going to say North Korea for a minute.
He travels far in his job. Northcote Road in Battersea is where you can find this sausage roll.
Northcote Road.
Northcote Road in Battersea is where you can find sausage roll, and it looked fucking glorious. Nice, crispy like pastry, a thick old
Golden
fucking
brown,
yeah,
wasn't
golden brown, a lovely fucking sausage inside.
Texture
it
like
looked moist. It looked like it had flavour in it. Not just like sausage meat. It looked like a fucking nicely prepared sausage.
It didn't even look like a.
hate the
No,
word
it looked
sausage
like
meat.
it just. No, you don't like sausage meat?
I love it, but I hate the word.
Yeah.
I hate the word sausage meat. It sounds like a fucking granny's vagina. Like, oh, me sausage meat. Me sausage meat stained the chair.
No. Oh, you've ruined sausage meat for
What's
me.
this oval wet patch on the sofa? It's
Sausage.
bloody Nan's sausage meat.
Oh, this is taking a dark turn. Ugh.
It was getting too serious, Scientology. I had to talk about granny's vagina briefly.
I haven't mentioned Granny's vagina in ages.
Better do that.
Fucking better roll out the sausage meat.
But yeah, I want to try the sausage roll. It looked glorious. So
Yeah, it
please
looked
get
great.
over to Northcote Road in Battersea. I don't know what it was called actually. It's a perfection apparently. He even, like I say, made the claim best
Stu,
one.
next time you're in Battersea, pick up 2, yeah?
Now, after seeing this, I was like, man, I kind of want a sausage roll.
Of course.
And it was the next day, I was walking to work, and I was just like, oh, man, I'm pretty hungry. I know, I nip in Tesco's and grab a sausage roll.
Boom.
And there was a wall sausage roll, and it said it had barbecue sauce in it as well.
Oh, that's
and I was
interesting.
like, oh, fucking Alexa. And there was a Gangster one next to it, and the Gangster ones never fucking live up to, you know.
No,
Peter's
they're
would have been the
horrible.
winner. If there was a Peter sausage roll, that would have been the winner, but there wasn't. So I took the Wolves barbecue sauce one, purchased it, left the supermarket in an orderly fashion, excited about my purchase. I'm wrapping it like it's Christmas morning.
A new taste sensation on its way.
I'm wrapping it like it was Christmas morning, peeling back the wrapper, exposing the phallic food, and placing it in my mouth. And biting and being
Really?
like,
You're going to say phallic food and
Just
then
kinda-
placing it in my mouth in
yes,
one sentence?
I am, yes, I did.
You're a brave soul.
I know I am. And I bit into it, and I was just like, oh, this just tastes like kind of like cold pastry. Pulled it back. There was no fucking sausage in that roll.
Unbelievable.
You know what was in that sausage? Lies! Betrayal! Lied between that pastry. It's been a while since we've discussed when we've been seeing fast food chains, and we were talking about that back in the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
When we would do like Led was the best one we had, like Legend Kebab Center 2, like just the names of like fast food places you see.
I just can't believe it got a sequel.
Of course, it all started with best kebabs, wasn't it? I
Yeah,
was discussing
best kebabs,
how many
yeah.
best kebabs there were. No, not always kebabs. I went to one the other night.
Do you know what you want to see is the best kebabs? Because that really solidifies itself as the best.
I actually went to Kebab House the other night. I swear it was called Kebab King.
Oh.
Kebab King.
I prefer king kebab. That does sound
King
better.
kebab sounds better.
That sounds like a big order you could get.
Yeah.
I'll have the king kebab, please. My lord. That's all the meats.
That's basically like the Eden special.
So I passed one the other day. It was a pizza place. But you know, when I say pizza place, not like you could sit in like an Italian restaurant. It was like one of those like, like the fried chicken shops. It was like the pizza equivalent of one of those.
Oh, man.
You know, so you look past and you're like, oh, well, chicken's chicken, but pizza's... this one, man, they must have known what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Because this one was simply called Pizza Experts.
Oh, man.
Now that just sounds like I'd actually go in there and ask questions about pizza.
I reckon you could go in there with some complex questioning and they would come out with the answers.
Excuse me,
You know why? It's because they're experts.
do you make the dough yourself? If so, are you using any sort of recipes?
Is there
what's the secret recipe you
Is
must
there a
use?
particular type of flour that you use when basting it?
Do you seek the original produce from the area to go to make these to make
That'd
these
be good.
pizzas?
I think that's a good. I mean, you got Kingston Market, man. Like you could get all your produce from
This
there.
was it. This was in London. This one. This was
Really?
And they'll just be like, "Oh no, well, I'm sorry, but it says you're pizza experts." Yes, we sell pizza. Well,
You sound like you're very expert about it.
they sound very
I
experts.
think I'd like to open a pizza place, but like
A
just like
restaurant-y one.
like a stone baked pizza place. Like like the one in like maybe that's what I'll do.
Sorry, Greg, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Destinies are knocking.
I have some info. I have some research.
Who did
here.
I had a conversation with someone recently. I think it was. Oh, I think this was with Ed. This was a fucking brilliant idea on the topic of fast food.
Okay.
He was saying how he'd gone into Kingston with Sarah Christmas shopping and something. And we were talking about like going to like Primark or something. She's like, oh yeah, she wanted to go in Primark the other day. I was like, oh fuck, did you go in? He's like, no. He's like, I waited outside of all the other boyfriends. So there's a big Primark in Kingston, and when you walk past it, and it'd be on the weekend or something.
We've spoken about it. It's where they found the dead bodies.
There's always just like a load of
I
men.
feel like that needs to be explained if you haven't
It
listened.
was like skeletons, wasn't it? It's like, yeah, no, digging.
Underneath,
Like
because they're
old
extending,
graves,
they're
yeah.
extending the Primark and
It's going to be
ground.
ridiculously big. But yeah, there's always a row of guys just outside, all the boyfriends and husbands and dads just waiting outside playing with their phones, maybe having a cigarette. So Ed was like, no, I just went and waited there.
Yeah.
And then we got into a discussion later on about if, for some reason, if we had like a hot dog stand.
Oh, that's good.
And then we were just like, where'd you put it? And I was like, fuck, if you got it outside Primark,
Yeah.
you should get all the husbands waiting outside and the cabbies.
But what you want as well.
And the
But I mean,
cabbies.
but almost what you want is almost like a mobile bar, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that we discussed that if we could sell alcohol there, and we
Yeah.
don't think it would be that easy to do. We don't
Not
think
on
that-
the street.
They wouldn't
no.
necessarily. So
but
we-
if they're staying, if you're perched up, say you're like, it's like a kind of like almost like a barrel sort of thing. It's really easy to like, just like a converted barrel on its side.
Yeah.
Open open it up.
Pim's a clock.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking simple as that. On wheels. If they stay within the vicinity and they dispose of the rubbish,
You would have so many fucking drunks hanging around you. For giggles.
I mean, how long does it take women to shop in? You're gonna have a lot of drunks there.
Yeah. No, so we'll keep it simple. We're just like a hot. I don't know why we're talking about
Couple
having
of
a hot
beers.
dog
Just have a
stand.
couple of beers while you're waiting.
You can bring your own. You can nip over to Costco and get a couple of cans, and
true,
then
yeah.
you can come dine at our hot dog stand that we would have.
Tell you what, you have a hot dog stand. You and Ed can
No,
have a hot dog
we
stand.
can all do it together.
Yeah,
We
no,
could.
but I'll just do the beer thing.
No.
I'll do the beer thing.
You end up getting arrested for not having a license or something. Like,
I'll get a license.
Like,
I will get a license.
walking around with your wheelbarrow full of ice.
Yeah.
Beers, just
Mate,
like you're a
people
fucking
fucking love it.
Like you're a fucking carnival.
I think that's what if I did win going back to the lottery, if I won the lottery, I think I'd just do that on a Saturday.
Scientists figured out how to link robotic limbs with part of the brain that deals with intent to move, so people can move with
That's sick,
robotic.
man. That's cool.
Amazing, using their brain to
What,
move
like
robotic
telekinesis?
arms.
Yeah,
no,
excellent.
not like telekinesis. Like it's connected to their brain, the actual robotic arm, so they can actually think.
So
and
they
move.
control it,
They
yeah.
have intent. They have will. They can move their own arm.
Oh, that must take some time. Speaking
So-
of time, I'm glad we got back onto
So
this.
you can
I've got
masturbate
some more
yourself
questions.
with a robot arm. That's amazing.
Mate, you can fucking rip your cock
What
off.
if the fucking hydraulics fuck up or
What
something?
if you had what if you thought about grabbing your penis with your robot hand, but you thought about it angrily, and it just went.
Yeah, but if you were getting like really into it and you'd be like, your brain's going, increased tension. Like, grip, jerk harder.
Have you seen that video of that guy with his robotic arm? And it looks like it says when you set your robotic arm, bionic arm to wank mode, and it just starts like doing the show, and then it goes off the table to his crutch. That can't be real. It's ridiculous.
Do you have any geese droppings?
I did, yeah. I heard.
you
I
do?
heard a couple today. So I was
in.
I was walking into Kingston earlier, and ahead of me was an old man on his bike,
Oh, nice.
and he was chatting to a lady who was walking along the street.
Of course he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Wolf whistling, was he?
Standard procedure. You know, trying to get his fingers down. I get it.
Yeah.
You're old. You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm riding a bike. I can have sex.
I'm like walking past him, and I hear him just go, "Oh, I love my bike," and then the woman just goes, "Oh, well, I hope you two are very happy together."
Yeah, I'll bang it.
I loved it.
Bang
And,
me bike.
No, it wasn't until afterwards. After I messaged you saying like, "Mate, I had a good geese dropping." It wasn't until afterwards that I started imagining him like laying in bed with his bike,
Caressing it.
like kissing his tires.
Putting like 2 plates of pasta down for dinner. Yeah. And, like, the other side of the
Sitting
table is just
on
his
the
bike
seat.
against the table.
On his chair is the bike,
Just
sat
leaned-
like a person.
Just leaned against the table.
That was the oddities that I thought after that. And then later on in my travels around Kingston, I was in the marketplace.
Oh,
and,
lovely.
The fruit and veg guy was really going for it. He was
What do you mean, having sex?
no. He was just looking for a sell. It was good.
Okay.
What was he said? He goes.
What was it said?
He goes, "Come on, guys and girls, this ain't gonna get anywhere itself. Come get your avocados."
Oh, that was good.
Yes, love. What can I do for you? What are you looking for? Yeah, like it's brilliant. He sounded like a football chant.
Wow, that's good.
Avocados.
Sit down.
Firm supporter of avocados FC.
Mate, they're big money right now, avocados.
They are.
A lot of people are big on avocados at the moment.
I've had an avocado and I don't see what the big fuss is.
No,
about.
nor do I.
It doesn't taste like anything.
I'm not big. I don't like avocado.
There is more. I found more taste in paper than I did in avocado.
Oh, really? You tested this theory, did you?
Yeah, I ate some paper
Recently?
afterwards.
Okay, what paper of choice, you don't mind me asking?
It was actually a Rizzler.
Wow, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not proper paper, really, is it?
Well, I mean, the
That's
gummy, the
lighter,
gum
it's
bit is
wet.
sort of, yeah.
It dissolves quicker. Eat an actual bit of printing paper, then we'll
like
see.
an A4 sheet.
Yeah,
All right.
and then we'll see.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next episode.
Now, in our last episode was our 2016 episode.
That was the Calling It Cunt Awards.
Yes, ushering us into 2017. And straight away from 2017, a list has emerged.
You got to start the year off with a good list.
Now, about a subject we had previously discussed. And I think the last time we mentioned this was in the Unplanned episode with Chris Forgery.
Ah, yes.
It was baby names.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But for this episode, to be more precise, is the poshest baby name of 2017.
That will be heard around Surbiton.
Okay, so this is...
Is avocado on there?
You know what? I don't think it is. Apparently, some of the names are like centuries old. If it makes you feel any better about them.
No.
Okay, so these are the poshest, I can't say poshest.
Poshest.
The poshest baby names.
What happened to your voice there?
Air came out.
Baby names.
The poshest baby names of 2017.
Okay.
I can't even say half of these, I'm being honest with you.
Okay, well, when you get bored, just hand it over to me.
I think the first one is
Ostentatious.
Auburn.
Bourbon.
Auburn.
Auburn.
In fact, I might let you just read all of these.
All right, fair enough. Auburn.
Auburn, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Barkley.
Barkley. I can see it.
I would
can
love to
see it.
slap a Barkley,
I
mate.
can see that being quite a popular name, Barkley.
What's it? Kassar?
Makuna Makasa.
Cassar? Kassar?
Kassar?
Kassar!
Kassar. Kassar? Kassar.
I like this. Number 4 is just David.
Is it really? Yeah.
Number 4 just says David.
It does say David.
Bringing it back.
It does
Bringing it
say
back.
David.
They're taking Dave away and bringing back David.
David fucking hell.
This one's... What the fuck is this?
That's a weird name.
Euripides. Euripides. Euripides.
Euripides.
Imagine hearing a...
No, I'm a European.
Imagine a lost child in Sainsbury's.
Euripides.
This is a customer announcement. Could the mother of Euripides please come to the help desk?
This one's one of my favourites, I think. I've not seen it, but I mean in terms of name. Coming Side, Volume 2. And it's not even spelt C-U-M. It's actually spelt as in Coming Side.
No.
Even they were just like, we're not doing that.
We're not. Yeah, we're better than that.
Even they were just like,
We're better than
we're
that.
the real fucking deal. We're not doing that. Apparently the film is enriched with romance, orgasms, and steamy sex scenes. The movie is an outstanding movie so far, with captivating plot and awesome direction.
Who's
You know what? I
reviewing
think
these?
like because there is like there's especially like this kind of porn is like meant to be released and like to make money because it's like a big fucking deal. Whereas there's just like stuff on the internet that's like in a hotel room somewhere with like one camera and just like a torch being shined in their face, just like all right, fuck. And that's the kind of difference in porn.
Or
Some
the
people,
casting couch.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
just,
the casting
let's
couch.
have sex on it.
Yeah,
sofa.
that's good fun.
Oh, 'cause that's always an option, isn't it? Casting.
Casting couch.
Yeah.
Fake taxi's another one that I find amusing.
I need to do the last one before it's the last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Do me like daddy.
No.
That's number one.
A young girl explores her daddy fantasies with the woman in her life. What? Oh, so obviously two women. Oh, do me like daddy? I don't. A close. Wow, the tagline. It's really blurry. A sister, a close friend, and the maid. All hope.
Have we got enough cliches?
All hope. All hope. All do hope. Wow. Okay, here we go. A sister, a close friend, and the maid all do hope, just like daddy.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Do hope.
I think Hope was the name of one of the women in it. So there's a sister, a close friend. So Hope's the woman, and then there's her sister, her close friend,
Don't
and
forget
the
the maid.
maid. All do her like daddy.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
That is not a good like.
It's popular shit though. All that.
I love the last line on this is like, don't miss. This is obviously written by someone who can't write their one. Don't miss to watch this wonderful film of the year. I'm now
the
questioning
most
this list.
Wonderful film of the year.
Do me like daddy.
The maid and my friend were singing.
The maid and the friend and my sister secreted inside me. Just like daddy.
Jeez.
It's the most wonderful film of the year.
I like that. I have a weird thing about hot foods touching me.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a kid, it still freaks me out now. One of my
Well, I'm
big,
not usually a drinker of like hot drinks, but I'll have a cup of soup
yeah, one of my
till the cows come home.
one of my weird little fears.
laughing cows.
Fears I had. Nice. One of the weird little fears I had was having my face rubbed in a McDonald's breakfast. And I like McDonald's breakfast. Like, I haven't had one for a while, but
That is a slight
but a
weird
weird fear about my face being like the sausage
What would you
meat
call that?
rubbing on my face and all the it just being all hot and moist. Makes it feel
I mean,
weird.
yeah,
Man. I don't like
mean,
it at all.
don't get me wrong, that doesn't sound pleasant.
No,
But I wouldn't say it's a fear.
in my head, I just imagine like acne appearing wherever the sausage meat touches. Like it leaves like a trail of destruction across my face.
What, just like burns your flesh away?
Is what I imagine. Like,
Sick.
in my head. That's why I don't want it to happen.
Okay.
So let's not arrange that for any birthdays.
Do you want to go for McDonald's breakfast tomorrow?
I would love to actually. I would. Just don't know my face in it. I've not had one in ages. I'd very much love to go for those breakfast.
All right, sweet. We can do that.
I have a geese dropping.
Excellent. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
There's a geese dropping. Mine was at Tesco's the other day.
Okay. Which
and,
one?
In West Moseley. I don't know that it was near there.
Moseley.
I can't say it properly.
Moseley.
Moseley.
Oh, now you're
Yeah, yes.
because West Moseley.
West Moseley, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shout out, Rog.
Yes. So yeah,
West Moseley, baby.
And well, he's East Moseley, baby, isn't he?
He is, yeah. But you can't really do an E with your. I mean, you could do, I guess, like that.
It's easier,
Yeah.
actually. I was in the car park heading towards Tesco's, and there was this woman like loading up her shopping on her phone. She seemed quite posh, and I just heard her go, "Oh, I have to send you a photo. She looked so cute going to school this morning. We dressed her as Anne Frank."
She's not supposed to be out of the attic. Fucking Hollywood needs me, man. Not even lying.
Yeah, because you don't watch
good
films, you're up the loop. You know what's fresh.
That's it.
You know what's your fresh approach.
Also, my mind's a bit dark and grey, so just great
His
things.
mind is a storm of ideas,
It can be fun. I like
movie
that.
ideas.
I just walk in there and just start sitting down and just start reading off stuff. How about this?
Self-aware fridge. Oh, great.
What? Self-aware fridge.
Just weird.
I thought you said
Just reading them
sofa-wet
off.
fridge, and I was
reading
like,
them
that
off.
doesn't make sense at all.
Night bus, ride it. The chair with no legs. Write it. It's going to be a touching love story. Go.
Night Bus. It's David Hasselhoff, and Kit has been reimagined into a double decker on a night shift. It's the N87, goes right through Clapham, Elephant Castle, all the horrible bits. But it's David Hasselhoff's the driver of it. But people keep getting on because they think it's a double decker bus.
That's a good idea. I really like the idea of this film.
Knocked it out.
That's really good.
Give me another.
Okay.
Give me a title. And you give me a title of a movie, and I'll come up with the idea of the title for that movie.
Okay.
Anything you want.
Self-aware fridge.
All right. So there's this. So basically, family just moved into a new place. Fridge there breaks down. Got to get a new one. They go to like the big like electronics place, or like where you get your all your fridges and your TVs.
Oh yeah.
But there's this old creepy man who's just like, but he's dressed up like he works in Curry's.
Oh God,
so he's got it all on, but he's a bit sort of decrepit and old and stuff.
God,
and he was just like, I've got the fridge just for you. It's in the corner. Looks a bit like it's a really dark, dingy corner, but it's a really nice super fridge.
Yeah.
Shiny. And they're just like, yeah, brilliant. And it's cheap as well. But he's like, oh, be warned, it comes with a curse.
Read the instructions.
So like. And then so they get it home, they plug it in, they like go to bed, they put all the food in it, keeps it fresh and everything. It's amazing, does what he wants. Even got like a dispenser for ice.
Oh, classy.
That's important.
Classy, I bet it is.
But they won't give that away in the trailer.
No, of course not. No.
So like one night, a kid gets up, wants some water, but he's old enough to get up on himself, go and get some water and stuff like that. Whilst he's up on the little stool, because he's a little bit short, he can't get all the way up to the tap.
It's a cute touch, yeah.
Yeah. Turn tap on, get some water out, and then just suddenly
You're getting very deep. You're actually now telling me the film.
Yeah,
You're not even describing what it would be.
Fridge door just opens on its own. And then like the kid's like looking at it, and it's just the light, but the light's like flickering a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So he goes to close the door, and it just sucks him in.
And it breaks him up.
Yeah.
And it spits him out the ice dispenser in little cubes, frozen.
Flesh cubes.
Flesh cubes. That could be the tagline. Self-aware fridge.
Self-aware fridge.
Flesh cubes.
Done.
Bro, good.
I do this for days, mate.
You could do it for days. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was quite a long.
That was a long. Yeah, I was just like, he's now.
I really got into it. I was really just taking you through the trailer.
He's now telling me the film.
But there was too many good bits. I felt like I had to. I couldn't just say, well, like
there's too many good bits.
I couldn't just say, oh, there's this family. They moved into a new house. Their fridge breaks. They get a new fridge, but it's self-aware.
I would have.
They just like you got to explain it a little bit.
Self-aware fridge, I would have gone with a fridge in like a laboratory. Like it's in like the canteen of like a really high-tech laboratory.
Oh, that's good.
And you saw the white coats in there having lunch. They'll keep their lunch in there. Like, it's just like starts off like almost like a rom-com. Hey man, who ate my sandwich? Bob.
A fridge.
Every time Bob ate my sandwich, and somebody else just be like, oh man.
But in between it, like there's this like it flashes to the fridge, just like whirring, just going.
And then there's like going to be like, they're working on artificial intelligence. They're trying to make the first AI, and they're trying to upload its fucking memory to the actual robot. And then there's like a lightning storm, and it's like,
fantastic.
And it jumps through circuits into the fridge. Because the generator kicks in, so anything with power, so it moves to the fridge, and the fridge becomes artificial intelligence.
Cool. See, the only downside with that is that the fridge hasn't got arms or legs, so it can't move.
It will start building itself mentally. It will start.
That's interesting.
It starts manipulating weak-minded scientists when they're putting their food in there to build it a body.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's very good. I like that. That's really, really good.
Yeah,
excellent.
So a bit of that and a bit of yours.
Yeah, I like that.
I remember talking about eating kebab to just like a random
person in the bar. We talk about eating kebab a lot to people.
We do. This is just a random chick in the bar, and she like just a random girl.
You've got to change your pickup lines, man.
It happens. So, I was telling her about my 12-incher, and
oh, I see.
Your 12-inch rat.
Her name was Donna. No, no, and she had told me that she'd been in Kingston for years, and apparently eating kebab went through a really rough patch where it was frowned upon, and it was like like it wasn't a great kebab shop.
Chico Land was the place at that time, man. Chico Land was the place for
Chico
a while.
Land?
Dark, shadowy place.
Is that where you go for Chico time? Is Chico behind the counter?
What time is it? Chico Land time.
Chico Land?
Yeah,
Chico.
The one you bloody.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm roasting you for not saying it properly. Chico.
Chico
It's Chico
land.
time. That's what happened when you walk through the door. Like, you know, when you put your foot on like the carpet, instead of a bell, it just goes, it's Chico time.
The people working there are just like, I hate it.
Yeah, I wish I was
shoot the
dead.
next person that walks in.
I'm
Or
only here
myself.
because I've been in prison.
I shoot myself. So yeah, we went to Eden Kebab and we hit up the Eden special.
Yeah, the Eden special is by far the most expensive thing on the menu, and the most delicious, as we've just decided.
Is indeed.
It was a total of 5 kebabs.
A combination of 5 kebabs, yeah.
It was
Meats,
it was
5 meats.
Yeah, it
5
was
all
lamb,
meats.
lamb and chicken, and then 3
What other animals are
3
there?
of those.
Was it shish
I don't know,
kebab?
pork or something. I don't know, like
Duck?
ham. I don't know.
Pineapple.
But then there was 3 skewers, and we all just came back here and fucking consumed the hell out of it.
I
That's
do
great.
really like the little touches they put on it as well when they,
When they like write your name on the
like,
on the
not-
side of the wrap.
Not, I mean, like they'll write your
Like
name and
Starbucks.
like they'll write your fucking star sign on it
Yeah.
and everything, you know.
Phone number.
Yeah, well,
I was like, you've got the wrong idea,
get
buddy.
on speed dial,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I think the other great thing about Eden is obviously which we've spoken about before, is the infamous photo wall.
That's right.
I'm
and
on the
yeah,
You can't really
You
say.
are.
I can't think of any other place in Kingston apart from maybe a place where people are banned that you might have a wall of photos of people.
They used to do it quite a lot in various kebab shops in Kingston, but they keep changing hands.
Yeah, it's true.
Plowing through.
They're just like, who are these people? I don't care anymore about these people.
Yeah.
Get
I
them
mean,
off my fucking
if
wall.
it turned out that was a wall that they just put up photos of people that are bad, there'd be a lot of people.
That's a lot of
from
banned
Eden.
people if
Yeah.
that's people that are
That's a
banned.
lot
And
of
also
banned
their
people.
bans are shit because we've been in there over and over again.
Yeah. And Greg's in the famous Zootopia Halloween costume on
That's
the
right.
wall.
I was dressed as a
I'm
Disney
still not on the
character.
wall. I don't know how to approach the situation.
Get
I remember
dressed
when
up
we
as
were
a
going.
fox and go
when we
in.
were
I
go-
remember when
wait,
you
we were
tried to
going down
ask
there the
him.
other night. We were going down there the other night after fucking pub or whatever, and we were walking in there, and all the way down the high street, I was just going to Jack. I was like, "Tonight's the night, man. I'm getting on that fucking wall."
That's it. You got really, really excited.
I
And
think
then-
when we got there was just too many people in there or something. I was like,
No,
"Oh,
no.
that's
This we turned up outside, and the whole walk down Eden Street. You were like, "Tonight's the night. It's my time to shine." Getting on that wall, getting my photo up there, and we turned up, and there were
fucking
builders
right, yeah.
inside, and our hearts stopped for a moment. We thought a part of us just died. Just turned out they were fucking putting a new menu in.
Yeah,
the guy
they're
came
getting the
out.
sign, weren't they? They
Don't
were
worry,
getting the new
fellas.
sign.
Don't worry. It's fine. It's
The
okay.
guy came rushing out and he goes, "I am so sorry. Do not close tonight. We will reopen tomorrow."
I like how you were more upset that
Man,
that
tonight's
wasn't the
and
night
it was
that you
even
got your
open.
photo.
The
I
one
know that. I
time
didn't
it's
even
never-
try.
the
Like,
one time
I was
it's
just like,
never
you know what?
open.
That was my moment and I missed it.
The one time it's never open.
It was not, I don't think I'm supposed to be on there. I think that was my night. I was going to go in there and I was confident. And
Yeah, I reckon you.
I don't think
Well,
I'm.
you're
No, I generally I don't think I'm supposed to be on there. It's not in my life.
If the Earth is flat,
Yeah.
why the other planets surely aren't flat? Because we see them in the sky sometimes. You can see the moon. I mean, the moon's not a planet.
I want to know the thickness
I mean-
of this flat thing because obviously the water goes
pizza
quite deep
base.
still. The water you can still go very very much deep down into the water, and so how thick is this flat Earth?
Who knows? There must be someone who can explain it, but can't really. He can tell you. Not me. I don't think I've even got that answer
Yeah.
down here. The reason, more the reasons they don't trust NASA is that all their pictures in brackets, in quotations, bailed look anything but realistic. They are computer generated graphics, CGI, or paintings.
Okay.
In some of them, you can't even see the cloned clouds because someone used a cloning tool on their computer in the... What? Wow. Okay, so they double up on cloning clouds as well, apparently, in the pictures.
God. Okay. So
Oh, this is a great tagline.
go on.
Only people who are mad at you for speaking the truth are those who are living a lie. Your world is photoshopped. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, that picture is because it's got writing all over it.
That's how space works.
They've added that writing.
I keep seeing, I watched Planet Earth with David Attenborough, and it actually says Planet Earth above the Earth in space. Like, and in the second series, it's a planet of 2. Where did that 2 come from?
Yeah,
I mean, this is why
they
we
fly
know
that
it's
up
flat.
there?
Because that's not up there. Why are there fonts up there?
Why there's fonts?
I don't
David
see any
Attenborough is
fonts
a
on it.
goddamn liar.
He's a flat earther. He's not. David Attenborough is not a flat earther. He's a man's a goddamn hero.
Yeah, he's a national treasure, I believe.
Did you see the meme? I think I shared it in All Seeing Guys page the other day of the GIF, with Degrassi.
I did
From
see that,
Cosmos, when he's just like holding his microphone and being like, the Earth isn't fucking flat.
Yeah, and if anyone's
This is
gonna
called gravity.
if anyone's
Drops the
gonna
mic.
defend like the globe, I mean, for one, it's called a globe.
He did pop up in a lot of my research in here. Like when I was looking through it, he popped up a lot.
Mate,
They don't like him. In fact,
they don't like him.
they
because
attack him quite a lot because apparently he once said that the Earth could be pear-shaped, and they're just like, he doesn't know the rules, what the Earth's like. He doesn't know anything. It's flat, and they really attack him for that. Like he's. I think he
I
was
love
saying that.
It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Getting attacked by flat earthers.
Just when he goes to the supermarket, they're just there throwing
like,
mushrooms at him.
He's just
Flat,
there, like
flat,
checking
flat.
the firmness of the oranges, and all of a sudden, just like unbeliever.
Unbeliever. This orange is really a flat orange, but you're perceiving it as round.
And then he just chucks the fucking like orange at him, and he's just like, gravity, motherfucker.
So here we have NASA, your CGI doesn't match, and various pictures of the Earth, but they're all different, don't work out, different sizes apparently. Flat Earth
so ridiculous.
Science and the Bible.
This is so ridiculous. Okay, so like so now that like Facebook Live's a thing, and you can pretty much live tweet or live broadcast anything from your
live,
phone or whatever. So they do that now in space.
Yeah. Did you see the video of the astronaut who was in the space station, and he was like, asked me what to do? And
Is this the one where he had he wet a towel?
He rinsed a tea towel,
Yeah.
soaking wet tea towel in space, zero gravity in the space station. It looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looked like
It was like Venom in Spider-Man, but clear, just the way it moved over his hands. Oh my god, over his hands. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it was almost like he was wearing like a water glove.
Yeah. It was
really
really
odd.
fucking cool.
It was great.
It's the only thing I've seen him do, but I'm sure he's asking people.
That's it. Maybe we should just be like, stick a cocktail sausage up your bumhole.
Fart it out.
Fart it out.
Yeah.
Fart it out.
And see where it put to blow a hole in the hole. Like,
And he's like, all of my food comes in packages. And I was like, all right, well, just stick that in there and see what happens.
the destruction of this space station is sponsored by the same guys, Greg and Joe.
Who led these guys up here?
With one question, they destroyed an
This is
entire
this is the
multicultural-
worst idea since Armageddon, is sending us into space.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here. Never said it.
Any chance I get.
Had the chance.
Yeah, we had the chance. I've said it twice now on the podcast. I
Bruce
stand by it.
Bruce didn't have that chance.
No, not Bruce Jenner. Imagine they remake. Oh, I can't because now he's
Yeah, he's Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner, so they can't remake Armageddon. I still could remake Armageddon with Caitlyn Jenner, I guess. Fuck it.
What film
Good fun.
could they make for Caitlyn Jenner? Mrs. Doubtfire.
That
Could I just interrupt?
Yeah, intervene, not a problem.
I see you chaps all really close to your little mesh thing over your microphone,
Yeah.
like the consummate professionals you are.
The same thing that you haven't.
There's a good 13 inches from me to the mesh thing.
yeah, I've turned yours up.
Can you hear? Oh, because of this.
yeah.
My, you've come a long way, Grigorovich.
I pulled your thing forward and turned you up.
Grigorovich.
Grigorovich.
Garmsley.
What was your father's name?
Stephen.
Stephen.
Phen.
So that'd be Grigorovich Stevanovich
Oh, that's good.
Armstrong, using
Sound
your
like a-
patronymic.
I have another geese shopping that I heard in the Antelope with Joe and our buddy Ed.
Oh, Edward.
Yes, we were sat in the beer garden having beer and cider, and I heard from the table next to us this guy to say, "So she had a little stroke, fell over, and broke her shoulder. So yeah."
I don't remember you sharing that with me at all.
Well, we laughed about it because Ed was like, because we all heard it.
Oh, is she okay?
I don't know. I didn't hear any more after that. They kind of sat there awkwardly. Another guy eventually was like, "Oh, whoa, cool."
Oh, God, I don't know what to say about
They
that.
didn't seem that concerned about.
So
the
someone
stroke.
got wanked off, and then she fell
Oh,
over.
here we go. And then broke her shoulder wanking them off. Yeah, can happen though. It's a dangerous game.
Arm's
out there,
length.
masturbating.
It's not.
I know, it could be.
Depends how dangerous
you
you
know,
make it.
anything could be a
If
dangerous
you did it,
game.
if you did it on
couldn't
the edge of a tower, really high up.
You do it and you
Wearing
buy a
a
live wire and you.
With a handful of razor blades.
No, that's not a dangerous game though per se. Is
Accidentally
it?
Facebook live stream it.
I'm waiting for the day someone does that.
I'm sure they have. If
So-
people have
oh,
killed
no.
themselves on it, I'm sure people
Yeah,
have
no, that's a
wanked on
valid
it.
point. Yeah. I heard a geese dropping
Oh,
the other
yes,
day
proceed.
in a supermarket.
When
Fucking
do
A.
I get a geese dropping?
After this
Did you
one.
have you heard anyone in passing?
Well, of
say
course I
something?
have. I live. I walk through.
Please share. Please share with us.
Well, not if you got a geese dropping.
No, you can both. You're going to finish yours.
I'll do
and Harry
mine. Okay,
do
I'll
his.
do mine, and then you can. So I was queuing up behind someone in a supermarket or something, and the woman was having a chat with the checkout woman, and I just heard the checkout woman going just like, I know, I can fit a whole one in my mouth now.
Ooh.
And I was just like, excuse.
Yeah, well, what have you... And now as well, so that comment
Training.
means that perhaps,
Training.
yeah, there's been training involved in this. Escalation. I imagine a Terry's Chocolate Orange. Or Toblerone.
Have they got a Toblerone? Just like,
Oh, when you pull it out, it makes, yeah, those are the noise.
and then knocks her two front teeth out. That's Toblerone.
And now I've got the two missing front teeth. I can now fit the Terry's Chocolate Orange in.
Yeah.
Harry, what did you have on your roster of geese drop?
Ah, okay. No, I heard something in City Airport the other day.
Oh.
Oh,
It
airports as
casually
well.
dropped in,
Airport's
like
great.
just commuting to Europe. You know,
Was it someone shouting Allah Akbar?
no, it wasn't. Fortunately, it was somebody outside the front having a fag on the phone.
Yeah.
And I listened to him and I thought, I remember that. That's quite a good geese dropping. It was something about bananas. And I thought,
You can't
"That's
remember
quite
it, can you?"
comical." No, I can't. Sorry, saying something. Oh yeah,
Something about bananas.
he said, "Oh,
Something about bananas.
no, I'm all right. I've had a banana on a bit of a rush now."
That's the title.
Well, it was funnier than that, so I'm not going to do that as
We
my
can. Do
geese
you
dropping.
want some time to think about it?
No, it won't come back.
Won't come back.
I'll fall back on the one thing that sticks in my mind. Back in 2007 in New Zealand, I was walking up a hill on an island off Auckland, and some fat character walked past me with his lady companion. I'm not judging the man, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
He was.
Were they of equal weight?
Don't remember the woman, but he was stomping down the hill, down these steps, and I was going up with my dear companion Hamish.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, it's your God-given right to eat food." And that's all we heard. And Hamish turned to me and nodded reverently. I was like, "Yeah." Well,
That guy's living that.
Did he say it's not or it is your God?
It is.
Maybe he was told to stop bringing his own food into the
Basically,
the
it's your God-given right to eat food.
That is way better than my Australian accent.
I think he might have been a New Zealander, actually.
Quite a bit of pimping to do first. We have it would have been about 3 weeks.
I don't know how legal that is. I don't think you can just.
It would have been about 3 weeks ago. I would have appeared in the Lounge Kittens video for the Usher cover of Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn, go and watch that video. Please go
Three
watch that
female
video.
singers from Hampton doing amazing covers in their unique way. They're playing downloads, so go see them. But
Fuck, they get download.
Yeah, they played last year too. Yeah,
That's badass.
They're on stage with Limp Bizkit. He saw them play Rolling, and he got them on stage to do it on the stage.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, so they go out and do Rolling, and then Limp Bizkit come up behind, and everyone's like,
That's
going nuts.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
check
cool.
that out. Go on, girls.
It is cool. Yeah, really cool. So they did a cover of all their songs are covers. They did one of Usher, Yeah, which
Yeah.
I actually didn't listen to the original until after we did the video, and I was like, I know this fucking song.
You didn't listen to it? Dude, even I,
It
that's
was
a
all
fucking
last
great
minute,
song.
like-
Take that,
Well,
rewind
as
it
soon
back.
as I heard it,
sure
I knew
got the-
exactly what it was. I just couldn't remember. I didn't know it by the name Yeah and Usher.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on YouTube. Go share it. Check out the hashtag Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
that song is. I can confidently say that song is easily played every weekend in every nightclub that's ever
Oh, of
existed.
course, yeah. I bet.
Ever
Yeah.
existed.
As soon
Since
as
its
soon as
release.
I heard the opening, I was like, oh, I know this fucking song. I've heard this when I go into shops.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Go on YouTube, check it out. Lounge Kittens, yeah. I'm wearing a yellow shirt.
Watch Greg's cameo with Jay and Tony from How to Write the Tune as well.
And I do some amazing confused acting.
It's very good. I mean, if he doesn't get picked up for more cameo work in the future, I'll be surprised.
Best awkward, frustrated Q award.
I can see you. You'd fit right in the EastEnders market, mate. I don't know what stall you'd have.
T-shirt store, I reckon.
T-shirt, yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Yeah,
that'd be my little story arc. I make my own dodgy T-shirts. Get an Adidas with a Z T-shirt.
Or like instead of Hugo, it's like Hogu. Hogu boss.
Hogu's lost.
Hogu's lost.
What's he lost? I got Tommy Allclimber here. Authentic Tommy Allclimber, I guarantee you.
There was. I remember going to like Kempton Market once. They had aftershave, which was Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh man,
that was good.
I saw one in Thailand. It was Tommy Hilfiger, but it was spelled like 3 L's. Which is like, it was just a really random change.
That's brilliant.
So yeah, go check them out in there. So you mentioned Jay and Tony from How to Write a Tune are also in there. They get in the club before me. Spoilers.
We're in Times Square, and there's guys on the street that like fucking advertise like comedy nights and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, you want to come to a comedy night? We passed one guy and we're just like, no. And he was like, oh, so you don't like having fun? Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They then tried the reverse psychology thing, which really annoyed me because he wouldn't leave us alone and we got stuck at the traffic lights. So I started to give it back to him and I was just like, he kept going, just like, oh, so you guys came all the way here to not have fun? And I was just like, oh, you must be trying to be a comedian. Oh, how's that working out for you? And then it was just like, oh, why are you here? And it's like, oh, it's my birthday. And it was like, oh, it's my birthday soon. Yeah, double figures. And it's just like, clearly, you're 35.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
So like we crossed over the road because we didn't want to pass back him and get like a second earful. So we crossed over to the other side. Passed another guy there who had a different approach, and his was, do you like black people and comedy? And I just went, no. And then just went, no, I like black people.
No, you should have just been like, I like comedy.
But then as we're walking away, he's like, you two seem normal. Where are you from? And we just ignored him and he just went, all right, good day, mate. I was like, cool, nice try, dude.
You picked the wrong normal country.
Yeah. Nice try, my friend. Whilst sat in a cab, we were going around a corner, and everyone kind of just sort of like walks past. They say no jaywalking, but no one really pays attention. And I didn't see anyone get arrested for it.
I'm fairly sure I read in New York they kind of gave up on that because you just can't.
It's not possible.
Do it. It's impossible.
If the cars don't do it, because they really don't.
Yeah.
So like whilst sat in the cab and someone walked past on their phone, I just heard him say, "Yeah, he got 5 years for rape."
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If he did rape someone, it's probably quite lenient.
I can't believe he got 5 years.
Yeah.
Only 5 years? I thought that was going to be like a life sentence.
Over here, you're probably out in a fucking couple of weeks.
Yeah, to be fair.
And then
community service.
And then you'll go down for years for having a spliff.
The world we live in. I got a few more here. This was we were in a shop. I went in Urban Outfitters and slapped a load of All Seeing Guy stickers all around their shop. Because there were stickers everywhere, and I was just like, well, fuck it. They're not going to recognise one, are they? And Karina got me this one. She was queuing up to buy something, and the guy and girl in front of them, the guy said to his girlfriend in a rather stern voice, "You are definitely not a medium. Stop trying on medium clothes."
At least he's an honest boyfriend.
Yeah, right? Definitely. I mean, he didn't get laid that night.
Hopefully it wasn't. I like to think it was just her straight-talking gay best friend.
No, I think he was quite stern.
I brought you out just to be honest with me.
Yeah, I don't think it was like, "Oh, darling, you're not a medium." It was a stern, like, "Stop wasting my time,
fat bitch." We mentioned last episode, if you listened, Joe asked what I was going to do in Vegas, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I was too scared to do anything.
Yeah. Mate, you did some shit.
I did things. I faced the fear.
Oh, mate, Greg did bare things.
I did things.
Bare things. Not bare. There was no bears involved.
It was good fun. On the Fremont Strip, so that's old Las Vegas. That's like the Golden Nugget.
Is that like Robert De Niro Casino olds?
It's cool, yeah, it's really cool.
Everyone's still listening to Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, it's very much like that, yeah. So they had a massive stage playing rock, and when I got there, the band were playing Rebel Yell. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, I saw the video as well. That was great.
That was cool. Over the Fremont Strip, me, Daniela, Luke, and Gianni did the zip line over the top of it.
Oh yeah.
So
it's through that kind of sort of walkway shopping mall.
It's over
sort
the
of thing.
strip, but since it's now the old Vegas, they've added this like curved ceiling over it. The whole thing's a screen.
Yeah, so there's different videos playing across it, right?
And it does like a show if you like.
Yeah.
There's a light show every hour.
Everything in Vegas is a show, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like being in a theme park.
One day, mate, they're going to just put piano just across, like piano, like in big
on the pavement.
in big. It's just going to be piano all the way fucking along it. Telling you.
And we've got
or like the Michael Jackson like Billie Jean light up floor.
Just walking down the pavement, like everywhere you go. Yeah, that would make sense. It would work actually. To be fair, I think they expect that anyway. To be honest with you. So yeah, I did the zip line over it.
Yeah,
so
that's
we just
great.
like, fuck it.
How high up is that?
Mate, I was like, I'm not doing it. And then we got there, and I was like, okay, wait, let's do it
Because it looks fun. It's the sort of thing that I might possibly consider until I got up there.
Mate, well, when we got there, I saw it, and I was just like, I'm not doing that. And then Daniela was like, I really want to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And there was two you could do. There was one that was like a zip line where you're hung from the back on a hook, and you can like Superman it, but you're laying in that position.
Yeah.
And the other one's a bit lower down, and it's like an actual zip line when you sit on the seat and you hold onto the pole.
Yeah.
So there's two levels you can do. And Daniela's like, I'm going to do the big one. You're going to do it? And I was like, oh. Lizzie's like, yeah, do it. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do it. And she's like, oh, we don't do it. And then I saw them all getting ready, and I'm just like, I should probably do it. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Queued up, and it was sold out.
Is it? Oh.
And it was just like, fuck. And they're like, oh, we'll come back in a couple of days.
Was this the first thing that you
it was like
proper
the second
did?
night. Yeah.
This is the first
Yeah.
big woo.
And it was just like, oh, we'll go back in a couple of days. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to do it now. I've already said I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah, man,
We got
that looks
there-
like fun.
We got there, and it was 114 feet up.
Were you not allowed to record whilst
No.
going over?
Well,
I think too much fear
yeah,
of
yeah.
dropping your shit, I guess.
I did actually, after we did it, Google it. I looked at fails of people doing it, and all the fails, everyone has a GoPro, which may be because people are busy moving their arm around
Yeah.
trying to film. When you see it, it slows them down.
Yeah.
And they stop in the middle.
Because you've got to just
Yeah.
be pretty.
And they stop in the middle.
Yeah.
And then someone has to get a harness to come out and get them. So I think that's why
That's
they don't
so
allow
lame.
them now. Because
Nah, that makes
anyone
sense.
that has one now has a video
Because
of
that
it
just
fucking
slows down as well,
on
doesn't it?
YouTube.
Yeah, just slows it down if it's not going to fucking
Like-
do it.
We got up there, put us in a harness and stuff. Like, it was fucking long. We wait around for a while. We get in this lift to take us to the top, and I'm like, mate, it's not that. I saw it from outside. It's not that high up.
Yeah.
The lift just kept fucking going, man.
What, did it have a floor count?
No, but you could just see us going past. It was like a scaffolding, sort of
Fuck,
not
man.
scaffolding.
Yeah,
but
no.
It was like a
like,
metal
yeah.
building, but
It's just two guys in rope.
yeah. And we just kept passing in the floors. And I'm like, how are we still passing floors? How high is this? Get to the top, and I'm like, oh, guys, it's not that high. Look. And then I realised what I'm looking at is rooftops of other buildings.
Holy
And
shit!
I'm thinking, I'm like, oh fuck, actually, they're rooftops.
So
Oh,
it's
fuck.
it's got to be at a bit of a slant then.
When you get
Right.
up there, you lay on these beds that kind of raise up and down.
Yeah.
And they hook you up, and then they.
And you're pretty much in a sleeping bag, aren't you?
Yeah, you're not a seatbelt. You're just in a harness. You're just in
Oh.
a harness.
Oh.
Like you got all the movement in the world. Like you're just in a harness with a bag of your belongings strapped above your head, hooked to this fucking wire, and they lower the bed and you stay hanging in the air, and then they just open this flap in front of you and you see how high you are, and they're like, just push off. Like, and mate, while we queued up, we had no instruction at all until that point when we're about to push. They didn't say anything to us about what we're going to do. They didn't say, don't do this, don't do that. There was no instruction until we're hanging. They lower the bed and the flap opens, and we're like, holy fuck. And then they're just like, push off to go fast. You're just like, that's it.
I love, there's do's and don'ts. Push off. That's it.
When we were waiting to go on and we were seeing other people go, Johnny was
So you're
like,
wait. So what? You're like, if you could say height wise,
114 feet up.
how many floors is that? Do you reckon?
I don't know. Fucking
Damn.
7, 8.
Damn.
Like, maybe.
It's like a car park.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck
Yeah, mate,
me.
you're above all the buildings. Like, you're high up.
Shitter.
And, yeah, and then just, like, push off and go. And just before we got on, Johnny was like, have you read that sign? I was like, no, I'm not reading any signs until we're finished. And then I hear him say, Luke, you've read that sign. Read the first 3 lines.
What did this sign
And I can
say?
hear them mumbling, and I was like, no. It basically was just like the second word was like death. Like, this may cause death. It's not our fault if it causes death.
Oh God.
And I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, we loaded it, and I was just like, fuck it, and we just pushed off and just shot off down it. And Luke was like, race! So fucking ours to the side, and Luke shot off, Johnny shot off winning, and then Luke caught up, and then Daniela caught up, and then I was overtaking Johnny near the end, and I just turned to him and put my middle finger and just like, fuck you! Saw Lizzie at the bottom in the street and was like, Lizzie! And I shot over. And I was like, fuck,
Are you still so like? Are you gradually getting like lower to the ground?
But not
as you
that
go in?
low.
Not
but
like
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
No.
So you're fucking flying across, just looking down like, holy shit, there's nothing beneath me apart from people walking.
Yeah.
And buildings. And I'm like, how the fuck do we stop? We're getting really close to the end. And I just see fucking Luke and Daniela like hit this bumper, and they both kind of go,
You almost like
"Whoop,"
swing
they
around,
swing
don't
up.
you? Yeah.
And I was just like, that's going to happen to me. And then bang, fucking swing up. And then you're just hanging there before they pull you in. And I'm just above the stage. And I'm just like, fuck, pull me in. This is horrible. This is horrible.
And now the 12 o'clock Lion Show.
It was fucking... But it was awesome.
Oh, mate, I believe,
and you wait like 1,075 feet. You flew over like half a mile, like fucking over the
And like,
strip.
what's like? Do you reckon there's like a maximum speed that you could possibly go as?
I guess so. All you do is push off.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you feel like you were going pretty fucking fast?
yeah. At one point, yeah.
Like car speed.
I sped up towards the end. I started off slow.
Shit.
Then you just do the old like you see in the films, and they skydive, arms to the side.
And is it just what like?
And then just
how long did it take to get to the end? Like what? A minute?
like 30 seconds.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. It's fast.
Fucking hell, man.
Right, 30
That's crazy.
seconds.
Sounds awesome though.
Yeah, it was fucking
I'd
awesome.
maybe consider doing something like that.
Yeah,
but
it was
as I
cool.
said, I have my sister will back me up on this because she fucking loved telling me that I didn't go through with it. So we went on this family holiday once up to like Staffordshire, and one of the days we were going to Alton Towers, and I was so excited about this because I've been to like Chessington and stuff, but.
Yeah.
Like Alton Towers was
the
this
big one.
mystery
It's the
one
big
that was
one.
just like it's got all these like crazy shits going on.
Yeah, it's the big one. It's
And,
the daddy. It's the UK daddy
Yeah,
one.
yeah. And so we went up there, but we went with this other sort of group of like family that we were friends with, and I was friends with the son, sister, with the daughter, blah, blah.
Wow.
And we went to this Alton Towers, and all the time I was saying, I'm going on Nemesis. I'm definitely going on Nemesis. I'm going on Nemesis. I'm going on Nemesis. I'm going like every day I would say it, and just like when we go to Alton Towers, okay. Because I'm going on Nemesis. Just constantly say it. And my sister was just like, I bet you don't go on it. I was like, I'm going on it. I was designing my own theme park rides. I was so fucking hyped. I had an A3 sketch pad full of fucking roller coasters that I'd been like inventing. Like shit would kill you, man. Like some of it was ridiculous. So
like the original Sims.
yeah, completely. I think I had a theme park on the PC as well.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking of.
And so the day comes, we're going to Alton Towers, and we get like a monorail. Keep hitting my mic, man.
Oh man, don't hit Mike. He's all right.
Don't hit Mike. I love Mike.
Mike stand.
Mike stand. It sounds firm.
I like it.
Firm name.
It sounds like a lawyer.
So yeah, we get in, but we go on this like monorail, which takes you basically like to the like I guess just where we were parked. It takes you like over the entire park, and during the monorail ride over, we went past and they were testing all the rides to make sure everything's fine.
That's good to
and
see.
we went past Nemesis, and I was like, I saw the blood coming down, it's like the waterfall and stuff like that. I was like, cool. Then I saw the speed of one of the fucking carriages going around the loop, and it was the fastest thing I've ever seen. And at that point I was like, oh, I'm not going on there. But then, like, and my sister or my dad or someone was just like, Joe, that's Nemesis there, and I was like, yeah.
That's great. We'll save that one to the end, yeah.
On that day as well, there was a particular ride that we were watching. I think it was called Energizer, and it's like, it's basically
like a vibrator.
I had two laughs there. I had the laugh coming out of me, but I could also feel it really deep down in my lungs. The Energizer, it was a big round fucking thing that just sort of spun round, and then it goes upwards, so you're going round and round upside down and stuff like that. Whilst it's going round and round.
Scary ride.
Yeah, it's like a big wheel that just goes
I don't like
mental.
wheels in my rides.
No. So on this ride, we're watching it go around. I was like, definitely not going on that. Fuck that. And then someone throws up inside one of the carriages.
Nice.
And it's just everywhere. You hear it like
Very nice.
splat on the ground. Like, Yeah. But yeah, I was a pussy and I didn't go on Nemesis.
Well, I was almost a pussy another time in Vegas.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We went
I won't have a story for every time that you finish
This
a story.
is the last big story anyway.
What are we in, like an hour in already?
Oh, fuck, it feels like it, doesn't it? I visited the Stratosphere. Big ass tower in
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah.
Big ass tower.
Is that the one with the rides on the top?
Yeah, it kind of looks like, I suppose, what the Needle in Seattle looks like, but a
That's
big
it,
fucking
yeah.
building. Like,
Because it's like the first ride they had up there, and it just went round and round,
Yeah.
didn't it? Like
So-
it wasn't too much, but
we went there we had dinner the last night, so in, like,
cool.
the revolving restaurant at the top.
Good
So
food
it's
in
weird.
Vegas?
Like it was food was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
This place, everyone else loved it. It wasn't as amazing to me. The starter was good though. The pork belly was amazing. I'd recommend. But
I'd recommend.
but it's revolving. And
Greg's
it's weird.
recommendations.
Like you look at into the table and you're like, oh, it's moving quite a lot. Actually, I feel a bit. Ugh. So I just look at someone else and be like, oh, it's fine.
So what's the setup? It's so where you're sat is the only thing that's revolving.
Yeah. So there's like a little line from like
So-
the edge of the tables to like a little track round the
and like
side. I guess.
and I'm guessing it's kind of like the bars in the center.
Yeah, but I didn't really see a bar per se. I said like a waiter. I didn't really walk all the way around.
Because I would so if you if you want to go to the toilet,
That's still on your side, like.
but you
it's
have
at
to
the
get
outer
off
rim.
the revolving bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it like
but
a Ferris
I never
wheel?
noticed it. I think the revolve. No, not like a Ferris wheel. It's hard. It's not like a. It's hard to explain. It's not like a Ferris wheel.
Because here's my thing about the revolving thing. I'm not lying. I just thought the entire thing just spun round.
No, it doesn't. No.
Nah, it makes more sense that the glass and everything.
It's like a section of floor inside
Yeah.
moves around. Like
mate. Oh god.
we went to me
fucking
and Lizzie
idiot.
went to one in Thailand where like every now and you knew when you did laps you would just pass the toilets like right next to you. You just see people coming in and out. It's like, oh, there's the toilets.
There's toilets again.
Here we go.
Oh,
This
look
one
at
was
them,
quite
look at them.
classy. Didn't see any toilets.
Oh.
But since
Some,
like I
some
say-
might find that nerve wracking.
So we had dinner there, and we always say because of the rides, one of them is you can jump off it, and you free fall for like 10 stories, and then like the rope you're attached
Not like
to.
a bungee.
Sort of, but you don't bounce. You just jump off and do the falling, but you don't do a bounce. And as you get closer, it's not the whole way you'll die if you did the whole thing. It's just like the big peak. So I think you fall like 10 stories, and then the rope you're on, the harness slows down, and it just brings you to like I say soft landing. is
Fucking
wrong,
hell.
But it slows you down, and you could do that. And Luke wanted to do it, and we were like, oh yeah, and I was like, I'm fucking not doing it, but maybe.
I love
if
that people want to just experience the possibilities of death so much.
Well, it was $120, so no one did it.
Yeah.
But
fuck
why?
that,
But why
right?
were we having dinner? You'd be having dinner at the table, and you look out the window, and you just see somebody jump off and fall past. Just be like, oh fuck.
Are you just there, just all like sitting around, just like, so, anyone else feel like they're in 9/11?
Yeah.
Huh?
But like I say,
Getting a bit world tradey up in
on
here.
the roof, there's rides. On the roof,
Yeah.
there's rides. So there's one ride that you said you sit in the seats and it spins you round. Like there's one by Waterloo Station, but you kind of just have like a few of them, but off the top of the building.
Okay.
So you're almost like you're like 890 feet up.
So I said a really big old
It's
cock
alright,
scratch
it's
there.
alright.
Oh,
You're about 890 feet up,
fuck, man.
and when you're up there, that's fucking high.
Yeah.
Like it's high.
Yeah.
Like you're just like
I
fuck.
bet great view though. If
Amazing
you're having like
view.
a meal.
Especially when
like-
we went back after we ate and it was dark.
Yeah.
And it was just see all the fucking
just
lights.
lights,
It was
yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
But yeah, it was, and you can see where there's not lights because you're in a fucking desert. So it was just like
That's the
fucking-
that's the funny thing I've seen about Vegas is that like when I've seen like pictures that people have taken like daytime, and like up somewhere
Yeah,
high
yeah.
like that, and you see it and you just see everything sprawled out. You're just like, mate, it's still a fucking desert.
mate,
you
when-
can see it's
mate,
a desert. Like
when you're up on top of this fucking building, you can just see it all round. You're just like, it's. I was like, I keep forgetting we're in the middle of a fucking desert.
Yeah.
Like you just forget.
yeah, completely.
It's fucking hot, but you forget you're there.
Yeah.
Anyway, another ride is the ones that go up and down. You sit in it and it raises you up and it
Oh,
drops
then just drops you,
up
yeah.
and down. That's like up and down. Like
Is that on the
top,
needle
like,
bit?
The needle bit, yeah. The other ride is called Extreme Scream or something stupid like that. And it's like
Not too inventive with their
No.
names, are they?
it's like a roller coaster cart on like it lifts you a platform and it lifts you up. So you're probably about 900 feet up now.
Yeah.
And then it tilts, and as it tilts down, your car.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard about this one as well.
It just slides
Just goes down, yeah.
to the end and drops off. And so you just look. It's just you're over the building, just looking 900
you're
feet
right.
down, and then it brings you back up. And as you get to the middle, it drops you backwards off the other side.
Fucking
And then
hell,
it goes
man.
up, and it does that like a swing motion, just the cart sliding up and down.
Nah,
it.
you're right.
And
You
I'm
can have
looking
it.
at it.
You
and
can have it, mate.
I'm looking at it, and they're just like, "We're going to do it." Daniela and Gianni going to do it. Dan was like, "I think Dan's done it twice before, but even Dan, who's done it twice before, was
So
like,
they're quite adventurous, up for a bit of
Yeah.
a like shit scare.
But even if Dan done it twice before, on the way there, he was like, I did it. I've done it before, but every time I sat down, the ride started, I've been like, oh, why did I do this? And I'm just like, fuck, don't say that to me.
Man.
Anyway, I see them doing it, and their grade coming on. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And they're like, oh, come on. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. You guys go. I was like, I don't mind the ride, but I just don't like this. And I was pointing over the edge of the building. And they went off to go do it, and Lizzie was like, oh, no, good choice. I was like, yes, good choice. And I stood there, and I was just, in my head, I was just like, fucking pussy, you in Vegas, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking do it. Stop being a pussy, just do it. You did the zip line thing, just do this. Like, they're going to go on it, and they're going to be like, oh, it was awesome. And you're going to be like, yeah, cool, that zip line was cool, though.
Yeah.
And I just
It's like, oh yeah, but we had the greatest time on the one that you didn't
I probably
do.
waited longer than I should have, and I just turned to Lizzie and was like, give me $15.
Like a homeless person.
And I was like, I'm doing it. Really? I was like, give me the money.
$15?
And I was like, hold my shit, and just fucking ran in there, and I got there. I was like, they were paying at the counter, and I ran
One
in,
more.
and I slammed it down, and was just like, I'm going on it. They're joking. I was like,
do you feel like you could have had a better like movie moment
I should
there?
have. That's what they said. They were just like, it's
Room
like,
for one more.
It's like at the end of an 80s film, the guy shows up at the airport, like. And these are the jokes that are being made. You room for one more? You think I missed this party?
You think I missed this party?
And yeah, I went on it. It was awesome.
That's fantastic.
It actually was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, as it lifted me up and lowered me down, I was like, if I get scared, I'll just look at the back of the seat in front of me, or I'll look down because I'm in a car. It's fine.
As I'm falling to my impending doom.
And then it does it, and you slide down, and you hit the edge, and you drop over, and you're like, up there we are, 900 feet up. Oh,
Yep, there's the-
bit tired of this. Maybe I'll look down. I look down, and then I realise the car has no side. Like, it's just...
What?
It's just, you look down, it's just the drop by your foot, and I was just like, oh,
Nah,
fuck.
bruv, nah.
I was just like, oh, fuck. And then it went up, and I was like, oh, shit, now I know this, fuck.
Now I'd be going up.
But it
Get
was
me
good.
out.
But I was like, but arms up, loving it. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Fair play, man.
Did it.
Fair fucking play.
Good.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it was a good time. So I did do shit.
Yeah.
And then we did the big, it's not a ride, but we did the big London Eye. That's not the London Eye. It's
Yeah,
called the
yeah,
High
yeah.
Roller. And it's like, they keep saying the London Eye on steroids. It is big, though. It's
Yeah.
huge. Did
Yeah,
that.
everything
That was, cool. That was
in
a ride
Vegas
Lizzie
is
could
on
go on.
steroids.
Lizzie could do that one.
One for the pregnant lady.
For all seeing guys, I am Greg.
And I am Joe.
And he is, of course, Joe. How are you all doing? Feeling pretty good, actually.
I'm fair.
My name is Gareth Eastwood, aka and as always,
And I am, of course, Joe.
I am joined by my brother in arms, my nerdy
Guys, I am...
Yes, it is, of course, the SMG. It's the journalist, Mr. Sam Eastwood.
Good morning, power people.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary forensic scientist, but secretly, with the help of my friends at Open All Powers and the All Seeing Guys podcast, I fight crime and find other metahumans like me. After drinking too many Jaeger bombs at the Fighting Cocks one night, I lost control of my speed on the way home and dropped my kebab. In an attempt to save her, I ran back in time to save the kebab I love, and in doing so, created the alternate timeline, Flashpoint. I restored the timeline to how it was, only to find things weren't as I left them. Things such as podcast hosts had changed. Joe and Greg host Open All Powers. Sam and Gaz host the All Seeing Guys. I brought new podcasters to our world, and I am the only one fast enough to stop them. I am The Flash. The Flash.
Gauge dropping. Having a listen.
Okay, so this is snippets of things we've heard out and about, half of a sentence that you might have caught, and you try and sit there and wonder what the hell that conversation could have been. I'll tell you this one real quick. I mean, this isn't a brilliant eavesdrop, but I did find it amusing anyway. When we're at Malham, we're at the top of Malham Cove, and now basically for anybody who doesn't know, Malham is an area which is basically landscape which was torn apart by the Ice Age essentially, and the Cove is a giant sort of 300-foot waterfall that doesn't have water flowing over it anymore. So, but there's no barriers, there's no guards. You could quite easily, you have to be careful near the edge and such like.
If anyone has seen the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, when they're on the top of that cliff, that's where Hermione and Harry camp. Yeah. That's that area. Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's these two old codgers tootling along, and the bloke says to this woman, be careful near the edge. The woman looks over the edge and just went, I can think of worse ways to die. Falling to
hang on a minute. Let me get my list of death out. Malham Cove. No, that's number 14. That one, yeah, down there.
I was thinking falling 300 foot to a bludgeoning rocky death.
Yeah.
It's a pretty horrible way of dying, really.
Yeah.
She's there thinking, like, well, when I want to go, I want to drown or burn to death.
I want to be shot in the head by a sniper. Yeah.
But whilst we were up there as well, this was absolutely fantastic. There was these two women walking along. And now, so this is just the beauty of catching half a conversation. I just heard this woman go, "That is such a useful spoon. The shape and size of it is just perfect." It gets better. To which the woman replied, "I'll tell you where I got it from. I got it from a shop in Chapel Allerton called Cleopatra."
Oh my god! Oh Jesus! What was she using the spoon for?
I have no idea. Well, I mean,
wait, did she have the spoon out at the time?
She didn't have a spoon out at the time. I just call this conversation. It's such a useful, what was the? I'd love to have gone back in time to look to the start of that conversation, because if me and you were walking along, let's imagine how that conversation could have started. Let's say, I had a really nice dessert last night. It was, I had a chocolate cheesecake at that restaurant, but they gave me a spork, and I don't like sporks. I prefer a spoon.
Yeah.
Like that one. You've got a. What was that dessert I had at yours, and you gave me that really nice spoon?
Oh, you had a Knickerbocker Glory.
That was it. Yeah. Where did you get that spoon from?
Oh, that was from Cleopatra's, that shop. Did I tell you where that was?
In Chapel Allerton.
That's the one.
It's such a useful spoon. The shape and size of it is just perfect. See, we've nailed it. Yeah. Absolutely nailed it.
Now, presumably, this must be a utility spoon, because it must be used for a range of things. So you could mix your brew with it. You could spoon out some cake mix with it, or something like that. You could eat a dessert with it. What else do you do with a spoon? You could dig out if you're snowed in.
With a spoon?
With a spoon, yeah.
You could use the... now, did you ever do that thing at university when you had no clean knife, so you butter some toast with the back of a spoon?
Oh, yeah, you do that one. But the best one is when you're cutting malt bread, saurine malt bread, and you cut it with the bladed side, and then you flip the knife over and use the smooth side as the butter, so you don't have to get out another knife. Oh man, that's a useful spoon.
Now, I'm going to give a quick review of a film I want to talk about. A film that I've watched recently. I've not watched it in ages.
It's not like you haven't talked about it.
I know, it's true. I've gone with a fave in my movie review here. I've gone for Short Circuit 2.
Didn't see that coming.
Warnings, there will be spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen this movie, then go watch it, and we'll wait here.
Yeah.
Some say he's nuts.
To the moon, Alice!
Some say he's both.
Muchas gracias.
But everyone agrees he's America's most electric leading man.
Mercy and home!
He's
the all-new Johnny 5. Just look at these items. Increased memory, 500 megabytes online. I come with a utility pack. Dozens of gadgets for outdoor living. Lots of green pea stickers and even my own Nike swoosh.
Now he's back and haywired for laughs in his newest motion picture adventure, Short Circuit 2.
Winners all the time. Keep your eye on the red card. Red card. Get away from me. Can't you bother me?
So keep your eye on the current thing this December. Short Circuit 2. This December on video cassette.
I think it totally holds up. I love the robot. I think it looks great. Great puppetry, no CGI. It's all action, heart, romance, friendship, a dual heist, suspense, comedy, sadness, and a big chase scene at the end. It ticks all the boxes.
It does.
It ticks
also,
all the boxes.
God, I can't even think of the fucking word. What was I thinking? Revenge.
Revenge?
Deceit was the one I was thinking.
Deceitful. Of course, this is a sequel.
He gets deceited.
And it's very different to the first one. I do love the first one, but Short Circuit 2 really is its own standalone film.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
You know, Ben, who was a supporting role in the first one, he now carries a sequel. Pretty good as leading man and a leading Indian man.
He's not Indian.
Well, yeah, he wasn't Indian at all. I
questionable
didn't know that
description.
as a kid.
No, neither did I.
I didn't know that as a kid.
I tell you what, though, when I was a kid, I didn't think he was Indian. I didn't think it was Indian.
I just thought that was
I didn't think he was
weird.
white. I just thought that was a foreign bloke.
I never even questioned it as a kid.
No.
But it was Fisher Stevens, some Hackers, Super Mario Brothers, and many films of that era. He was in Friends.
Yes, he was.
So it's amazing that he blacked out the painting. I watch it now, I'm just like, oh wow, that's cool.
That's more of a brown up, isn't
You
it?
couldn't get away with it now.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't do that
No
now.
way.
Back then, it was probably the thing to do. Now, it's just that's probably why it doesn't get shown
Like
much on TV.
him and Ben Kingsley are the only ones
It's
to get away
probably
with
why you don't see Short Circuit 2 on much nowadays.
it. You reckon the brown up?
Because
is,
the brown
an
up, you couldn't put it on TV now, could you? I don't think
There's
you
like a whole TV
all the
about
first
the
ones,
black and
both
white
of them.
minstrels.
I don't
like-
think you can put it on anymore. But what I love about this film,
Do you reckon it's so dated that there's now like a generation of people who haven't seen it, and if they stumbled across it, they'll be like, "Well, that's fucking racist."
they talk about it a lot on that Master of None show. They do a whole episode about white people who blacked up or Indianed up to play actors, and they
Yeah.
talk a lot about Short Circuit in that.
I mean, it's pretty standout.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't incredibly necessary for him to be Indian.
No, it wasn't incredibly. No, it wasn't. And and he did it in two
Maybe
films.
He just came in and it was
It's
just
like-
like, oh yeah, I decided this guy's Indian, and they're like, interesting.
Makeup, it's like he was a side character in the first one, made Indian, but then
Yeah.
they were like, man, he's so good as Indian. Let's make him the leading character for the sequel.
It should have just been called Short Circuit 2. The science guy's fucking point of view.
We do see some character development all the way through this movie. Johnny Five finds new friends, new environments, learns harsh lessons, and
yes.
further cruelty of man.
Mm-hmm.
Our leading character, Benjamin, learns to live in a world out of his comfort zone from his cushy job at Nova. Now he barely gets by building Johnny Five toys and selling them on the street. That's where we find him. in Short
Oh,
Circuit
how
2.
the mighty have fallen.
Then we get Fred, the cunty salesman,
Oh,
flogging
he is,
dodgy
yeah.
watches and doesn't care for anyone but himself. Uses Benjamin to try and get his own money grabbing game, but also learns the value of friendship with Benjamin
Yeah.
and the fact that number 5 is alive.
Yeah,
I find
he
Benjamin.
definitely has a compassionate moment.
Yeah, when they bond over being trapped in a freezer in the back of a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah,
And the only way they can be found is by leaving messages on the love interest's phone, the love interest being Sandy, for Benjamin.
Yeah.
They leave messages on her phone via his calculator, hooked into a phone line
Well,
from the
it's-
freezer.
It's the 90s, mate.
And they can only make tunes like duh, 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 duh. And he makes tunes of songs that lead to directions to where they are. So Sandy's in the taxi with her tape from her phone machine in a ghetto blaster, and her and the cabbie are driving around, and she's playing it, and it's like dun 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 dun. She said, "What is that?" And they're thinking, and she'd be like, 16 candle that way, and that's the road they drive down.
Fucking hell.
And that's how she finds and saves them by the tunes he leaves on her on her machine. It's cool though. As a kid, I thought it was the most amazing thing in the world. But I would never be able to find it. If you did that to me, I was nowhere to be able to find you.
No.
I'm like, I don't understand what these noises are.
That's like having a Nokia 3310 and trying to make your own ringtones.
Exactly like that,
Yeah.
yes. There's so many characters in this film because, of course, we have, as I mentioned earlier, Sandy, Ben's love interest, Oscar, the lying bank worker who is trying to steal the precious gems with his 2 psychics. Yet we have a lot of time with each character. Maybe not Sandy. We don't see too much about the woman, not her home life and what have you.
No, she's not.
She just works in the shop.
She's a side.
She's about to lose her job unless she brings in a hit-winning toy to the shopping mall, and that's why she's tried to get Ben to make these mini Johnny Five toys for her. After she sees them on the street,
Okay.
because it's cool when it's futuristic.
And then the real Johnny Five turns up.
And then the real Johnny Five shows up to help build them. Yep.
Mass production.
Exactly. She needs 1,000. I think she wants to buy 1,000 off him. So with all these different characters, we've still got a lot of time for each one. Maybe not Sandy, but 1988, it's a man's world. We're busy watching. We are watching a white actor in brown face. I mean, Jesus. Which from the era adds to its charm now, I'd say. Yeah. And today, that's a no-no. But with memorable scenes, Johnny Five getting smashed up.
Oh man, down the alleyway.
That stayed with me since childhood. Like stayed with me, man. No, Oscar, no. His eye gets smashed. He's like, kill it, kill it. So sad, man. That's
they have to go and like rebuild him, but he's all like.
Well, that's it. They rebuild him in the Radio Shack, man. That scene, man. And then obviously at the end, where you do see him die, where his battery runs out, he's bleeding. His battery acid, he's bleeding.
Oh yeah.
And at the end, fucking Benjamin's got the old fucking clear.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, come on, yard.
The defibrillator.
Come on, yard. And he brings back Short Circuit.
There you go.
And then, of course, the ultimate happy ending here is when we see him all gold-plated at the end.
Gold-plated.
Being accepted as an American citizen along with Ben.
And he jumps in the air.
Yeah, and it freeze frames.
He jumps in
Johnny
the
Five,
air.
how do you feel? I feel alive. And roll credits.
So 80s.
It's a wonderful film. It hits so many notes with me. If you have never seen it, then don't go watch it. You'll hate me for it because it probably won't be what you think. If you like me, you have fonder memories of it, go watch it and you'll love it all over again.
Who watched it recently? And then
Sean watched it from Rotten Candy. And because I talked about it a lot, he started watching it and his missus came home and was like, why are you watching this? And he's like, because Greg always talks about it, so I'm watching Short Circuit too. It doesn't hold up.
No.
I think it holds up.
I would say my...
So I'm giving it 10 out of 10, by the way. Fuck you if anyone tries to argue with me.
He does have counter arguments. No, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's up there with like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is definitely one of my all-time favourites.
Yeah. Surprised that's not been rebooted yet.
No, that's true. Very true. Yeah, actually,
It will. Yeah, we went out for dinner for our good friend Ed's birthday.
Yes, our Swiss Army knife.
And it was early during the day. We weren't
mate.
late. It was like during the day.
Yeah, because I met you guys in the pub at like 6, 7.
Yeah.
And it was Kingston, it's like the Bental Centre doesn't really shut till like 7 anyway or whatever. So there were people around.
It was a really sunny day.
Yeah, a really nice day. Starting to cool down a bit, and like we were walking through the high street, and it seemed busy, and there seemed to be like shouty people
there were
around already.
There were crackheads around this particular Saturday.
Was it Saturday? No, it's Friday.
It was a Friday. Yeah.
And
we passed a bunch.
There was one crackhead having a go at a group of people, and then a bit further down the road was another crackhead him and the guy he was fighting or was having an argument with had each other by the scruffs of their collars.
Yeah.
And the other guy was just going, "You won't fuck with me, man. I'm a gangster, man. I'm a fucking gangster, man." And then you just like 3 seconds later, you just had this slap and then a thud on the ground, and this fucking crackhead was all over him. Like,
no,
absolutely, mate. Man. I seriously thought that crackhead was going to get a pasting.
Yeah.
I really did.
And they just started going all around the high. Everyone stopped and was looking.
Yeah.
Everyone stopped, and there was one guy.
There was bottles involved.
There was one
guy
there was one guy sat there with his shirt off, just like on his phone. Eventually, he got up and tried to break it up, and it started again.
I couldn't quite tell whose friend he was.
No, nor could I. And they kept moving the bottle away, and someone called the police.
Yeah, because the guy with his shirt off took a bottle away.
Yeah,
as well, because there was 2 empty bottles, and he took one of them away after the
now
first
there's only one. You got to fight for it.
Yeah.
So we were watching. Everyone stopped to stare over to Ed. I was like, "Which one are you?"
It was so bizarre.
Which one are you, Ed? And we were pretending to play like PlayStation, like watching them fight, like we were playing a beat 'em up. And then after a while, we're like, "Should we just move on?" And the crackhead walked off, telling everyone off for looking.
Yeah. He was just like, no, it's fine. It's just like, it's clearly not.
It's clearly not fine. This has gone very tits up. And it was a violent eruption. And we just stood there, watched for a bit, and decided, let's just go eat some food.
It was so odd because there was like 20 people watching.
Yeah.
Like not in a circle, like cheering them on, just like spread out around the high street.
Because they were moving around. The fight was moving a lot.
But like, I think everyone was just
in awe.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Is this happening?"
Yeah,
like
it's so early in the day. It was really early.
Everyone just seemed really confused that two guys were having a fucking ruck at like 7:30 in the evening in the middle of Kingston.
Sunny Kingston, a busy, sunny, family-filled high street.
Oh dear!
And then the guy who called the police, we saw him hours later after we'd had dinner outside a pub with a police officer.
Yeah, wasn't it like 3 hours later?
Yeah, giving his statement, which was like 3 pages long.
Oh mate. He went into detail.
Man,
I believe it was a Stella Artois bottle.
Can we get us to do a lineup of glass bottles? It was definitely number 4. Actually, can we turn number 4 to the side?
Yeah.
Can we lay him down back?
Could we open number 3?
Yes.
Could we empty number 3?
Can you move 5 and 7 closer together? Can that happen? Is that a thing?
I don't think you can have 7 in a lineup. I think it's 5 only.
Is it?
I don't know. It depends how big the room is.
Do
they still do lineups?
Oh, they must do.
I don't know. I feel like that's like a usual suspects thing.
Well, yeah, but they do it.
I know they do like mug shots and shit, but lineups?
Law and Order and shit. Well, then again, the Law and Orders I watch when I'm on holiday and usually very old.
Do you think just audition for a lineup?
Oh yeah, that'd be a good audition. I'd do that. Imagine if we were in a TV show that's just always in lineups. Whenever there was a lineup in any UK TV show, we were always in the lineup.
That'd be good, mate, yeah.
Even if like the suspect was described as big, black, muscly, and bald, we're still in the
there.
lineup.
Yeah. It's like these guys again.
Like they get. They've never been convicted.
It's
of
like that.
Of any crime.
Never been convicted.
Never been convicted of any crime. They're
Never.
they're just line-up enthusists.
Just line-up enthusiasts.
Line-up enthusiasts.
Greg Armstrong. 31.
31.
Lied about his age.
30. Yeah, he's lied about his age.
I said I specifically told them I was 33.
I said like 30s. Yeah, we're getting hugely excited here. We saw a big fight. It was awesome. We recently, of course, we haven't mentioned this yet. We're 10 minutes into the show. We didn't host the last episode.
What?
So we obviously didn't host the last episode of All Seeing Guys.
We hosted a episode.
We hosted a episode.
But not particularly our own.
No, not our own.
Yes,
no.
we the last episode, as you may have noticed, we swapped pods.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Copyright Debian Dead.
Copyright Debian Dead. We swap pods.
We swap pods. Yeah, we did an episode of Open All Powers.
Yes.
And in return, they did an episode of the All Seeing Guys.
And I thought they did a fantastic job.
You know what? They were so much funnier than us.
Astral projection will occur during those moments between sleeping and waking.
Astral projection just sounds like a weird way to say I'm coming.
Yeah, it may feel like either flying or falling shortly before being jolted awake.
I'm about to make an astral projection. I'm about to make an astral projection. I'm about to make an astral projection. The stars!
How it works. What it does, apparently, 2 people's souls being penetrated. Its purpose isn't about procreation, nor STDs being passed in people. You get into each other's astral bodies and move together, Steve explains.
Space fucking, basically.
You find that you can become much more intertwined with the astral body than you can with the physical body. He adds, feedback is very important during sexual intercourse, and sometimes lost in the physical world, but in the astral world, feedback is automatic because you're seeing their soul.
Greg, I don't know about you, but I've never once had a sexual experience that was interrupted for an appraisal.
Just want to stop you there.
Yeah.
Just want to stop you there, Joe, and give you a quick update on how this is going.
I'm just gonna say, what you've been doing great so far is great.
Love your enthusiasm.
You've got great potential.
Love your enthusiasm. I'm just going to take over for a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a chance to just catch your breath.
It's just that where your fingers are stabbing is not
your own arsehole. I'm a little bit off-put by it, really.
It's not inside me whatsoever.
You keep falling, your shoulder keeps hitting me in the eye. You're not balanced very well for this position.
It's a very... Have you thought about changing position?
Yes, maybe I'd go on top, or maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe we'd stop for a drink.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I've just ordered an Uber.
Yes, I've just astral projectioned.
It would also be impossible to fake anything of astral sex. There's no lying involved. There's no lying that's even possible because all the intentions, all the feelings shown on the person's soul are shown automatically.
God, that's a heap of bollocks, isn't it?
A man who caused life-changing injuries to the genital area of his female lover after a sexual fantasy went catastrophically wrong has been jailed for a decade.
What? A decade?
Yes.
What did he do to her?
David Jeffers, 47, fled from a Manchester hotel, leaving his partner dying on a bed after a loaded shotgun which was inserted into vagina was mistakenly fired. Mistakenly fired. Yeah.
Why would you have a loaded vagina gun?
Loaded vagina. Good save with the gun at the end.
Yeah, right.
Right, good save. But,
Why would you have a loaded
I'd already heard the word loaded and vagina.
I started saying vagina when I was like, I didn't want to say that yet. No, but why? Why is there a loaded shotgun inside you?
victim, who cannot be named for legal reasons, had informed her partner of her sexual desires via text message a few days prior to the incident, which left her with life-changing injuries to her bladder and female reproductive organs.
Oh, mate.
With one message saying, "I can't sleep, I'm so excited." The victim worked as a manager in Stockport, Greater Manchester, had arranged and paid for Jeffers to stay with her at the Britannia Hotel on the evening of January 30th, where the couple consumed drinks and drugs before engaging in the sexual activity.
Why was it loaded?
Some time after Jeffers, who lives in Leeds, inserted the loaded shotgun, which he claims to have found in the toilet of Wetherspoons pub at Leeds train station.
Oh, that is amazing!
It was this part of the story that really swung it for me. Can you imagine?
He's like frantically running around Manchester trying to get a shotgun, and
he just happens to find one. I know, I've not checked. The fuck, it was in a... It was Leeds. It was a Wetherspoons pub at Leeds train station, which is dangerous. That's like, you said it to police.
Yeah.
Obviously he hasn't. He obviously hasn't found it there. He's lying. But you would take it to the police. Be like, oh man, someone's obviously tried to shoot up a train station and wimped out and threw their fucking, like, rightly so, wimped out and thrown their fucking shotgun in the toilet.
I want to stick this in my girlfriend's
Someone would be
vagina.
like, this needs to go to the fucking police. No, not this guy. This guy's like, this guy's fucking great. I'm sticking a shotgun up a girl's vagina later on.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that. Might need to give it a wash though first. I have found it on the Wetherspoons toilet floor.
Need to give it a wash. Also, maybe check if it's loaded.
But I'll take it.
Was it supposed to be loaded?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was, but I can't imagine that the fantasy was that extreme. Well, I say that extreme. You don't want a shotgun shot.
How did is she dead? Is she dead?
No, she's got life.
How has she
injuries.
survived that? That is a shotgun inside your vagina.
Yeah, I don't know how far in it was.
Firing.
So, as we say, he found it in the pub.
That's fucked, man. You don't even see that in movies.
There's
never been like a movie death where a woman has a gun inserted in here and then fired.
So, toilet at the Wetherspoons pub at Leeds train station into her genital area, where it is agreed his hand was on the trigger at the time it went off. In horror, as his victim lay naked on the bed, Jeffers dressed himself and fled the hotel via the rear exit after phoning reception and informing the manager that a female had been shot, before making his way to Piccadilly train station, where he caught a train back to Leeds. When the employee When the employee of the hotel went upstairs to the room shared by the couple, the victim was heard to say, "I'm in agony. I'm going to die." She was rushed to Manchester Royal and multiple shotgun pellets in the abdomen and received trauma injuries. She was received with emergency surgery, which saved her life, but is recovering from life-changing injuries.
Ugh. Wow.
Right. Right.
That was a roller coaster of a story, man. That had everything.
So she asked him to do it. The story's really long, so I'm just skipping through.
Yeah.
It's all fucking boring now towards the end. But there's a little... They've got like a couple of quotes at the end. In fact, there's loads of quotes there. Oh, this is what I'm saying. There was consensual sex, and at some stage the defendant inserted the loaded firearm into her vagina, which was then discharged, causing catastrophic internal injuries.
How's he got 10 years?
Because he shot her in the vagina. Yeah, he had a gun.
No, yeah, he had a gun.
He had a gun,
so
shot a woman, and ran away.
I understand like a firearms charge, but like
that's probably enough.
He had proof of her consent.
Yeah, I know. They do, yeah, but it's probably
that's a harsh sentence.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
10 years. That's a harsh sentence.
Yeah, but I suppose the thing is, how do we know he didn't know it was loaded? You know, we don't know.
What do you think he intentionally meant to shoot her?
I don't know. I'm just looking at exploring other avenues. I'm not defending the guy.
Mate, this is the next Making a Murderer.
I'm not defending the guy. But obviously he had a shotgun. and he shouldn't have had a
That
shotgun.
is crazy. Yeah,
he
that's
fired
like a
it.
5-year sentence or
He
something.
he took it into a public place, especially in Manchester, and with all this fucking shit going on, you get caught with a fucking shotgun, you're fucked. It's fucking terrorism act, probably. Inserted it and fired it fucking in the hotel, and then ran away. So
yeah,
it's bad.
Fleeing the scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, yeah, more important.
Damn.
Having a shotgun and shooting her in the
That
back.
is
Which was
crazy.
weird. What an interesting fantasy. Like
gun. I've never seen guns used in.
I guess it sounds very American actually.
Yeah.
Sounds like big American pornos.
God.
Gun fucking. But a shotgun, Jesus.
Gun fucking.
Just being like, oh, you know what? I really, really want a shotgun in my vagina. Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh, that'd be splendid actually. Oh, message. What's his face? Yeah, and it sounds like a film.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I
It
need to get
really,
a shotgun.
really does.
I know you've never seen his toilets. Yes.
That alone is just. I mean,
Such
that
a-
is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
He found it in a Weatherspoon's toilets at the station. Just like fucking hell, man.
What are the odds? Exactly what I'm
Imagine,
looking for.
mate.
It's
Imagine
like a game. It's like a game. Find the
Imagine-
shotgun before you go shoot her in the vagina.
Imagine the person who went back to the toilet to get his shotgun.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
Like,
Ah.
we can't leave anything here.
Oh, you put it down for 2 minutes. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad my phone's still here.
Outrage.
My phone's still here, thank God, but my fucking shotgun's gone. I can't fucking believe this.
Jesus, that is a hell of a story.
Right? Thank you, Steve, for that. That
What
was
the
fucking.
fuck is
that
wrong with
was
us as a
awesome. Thank you for that story.
What is wrong with us as a country? Oh man, I had another interaction with a stranger out in the
yes?
public. I told you this yesterday.
Tell me again for the viewers.
For the
listening.
viewers. Yeah, no, I
Old
told
news
you.
to me.
I'm about to
I'll
tell the
be on
view-
my
I'm telling
phone.
the viewers now,
I'll
yeah.
be on my phone. Old news to me.
Viewers, so last weekend I'd gone over to a friend's house and I left quite late and I missed
Nice.
the bus, so I was walking home, and it was in Teddington. It was pretty quiet, not a lot of people around, and I'm walking home and I see this white van goes past me, but then it immediately, like, the red lights hit the back and it's stopping and it pulls over, and I'm just thinking, fuck, I'm in trouble here, because I got fucking beaten up in like Teddington years ago.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And
waiting
so
for you
I
to come
was
back.
just like, yeah,
I
and I
told
was-
you
I
to
was-
stay out of Dogtown.
Mate, I was right near the station as well, and I was just like, this is a fucking omen.
Yeah.
So this guy fucking gets out, and I was just like, here we go. Like, took a headphone away from my ear and fucking put my hand in the pocket to try and grab my keys. And he comes up to me and just in broken English, he just goes, excuse me. He's like, oh, excuse me. He sounded a bit like the Moon, apparently, from the Mighty Boosh.
Apparently.
Excuse me. No, he comes up, he's like, oh, excuse me. Do you know where I can find women of pleasure? And I didn't know. I was so relieved that he wasn't going to kick my head in that I became I became very knowledgeable of the surrounding area.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, mate, look, in all honesty, I don't think you're going to find anything in Teddington, but Kingston, there's probably going to be some prostitutes. And just directed him
No,
to
not prostitutes. Women of pleasure.
Women of pleasure. And I was just like, yeah, so just go to Kingston, mate. You probably have some better luck there. There's going to be a lot more people around. They might have some contacts. A guy, I don't know what it was about me that suggested I knew where
You
to
were
find.
the only person around, weren't you?
Maybe it was because I was alone at midnight in the street.
See, my experience with van stopping like that is, I definitely, if it's around Surbiton, at least, fucking hell, it seems frequent, but if I had to list them, probably only like 4 times in my life. But during specific years, a van has stopped in the street and held up traffic before, and someone's leaned out, and usually an accent, usually an Irish accent, just been like, hey, mate, do you want to buy a couple of speakers? I don't know what accent that was.
A couple of speakers.
Not Scottish. Whatever accent that was where they're from, you could do the association. Yeah, it was like, do you want to buy speakers? And I was like, no, mate, I'm fine. Oh, no, they're really big. They're in the back. I was like, no, I don't want to buy
They're
them.
really big. That just sounds like a burden.
But he'd be stopping me like Surbiton High Street. Like, it's like 20 quid. Like, but it happened loads.
At that point, you're like, 20 quid?
But
Really?
it happened loads, but always different people. It was never the same people doing it.
But always selling the same speakers.
I never saw they were the same speakers. But even Lee said to me once, he's like, man, I've been stopped a couple of times by random vans asking me if I want to buy speakers. It was a weird, like, it kind of happened over a span of a couple of years. It was quite a regular
Is
thing
it a
to
secret
happen.
code that you haven't
I don't know. Maybe
broken?
they're going to kidnap me or something, or they were going.
Who knows? That's it. They'll say, like, go to this car park and I'll open up the back.
Well, I
and you
think
can have a look.
that's what it'll be when you hop in the back. Like, we'll take you home with them and then rob you.
No.
Because they can't leave you inside the road with the speakers. They're probably like, you're local, we'll drive into your house.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll rob you now.
I just like, you know what? I'm fine. I think I'll just take these in a cab. It'll be fine.
No, they're pretty big. You need a van cab. Now we'll take you home.
No.
Give us your keys.
No, thank
You're
you.
getting fucking robbed. You're in the van now. Your fault.
No.
No. Here's that 20 quid dough for the speakers. I can just take it from here if you want. I'm not really that fussed.
No, it's not. You're not robbing me. I've just given you £20 and you've
It's
in
a
exchange for
forced
speakers.
exchange.
It's not.
It's a forced
Mate,
sale.
Don't say robbing. People aren't going to like that.
Yeah, you got to change your tactic, mate.
Yeah, it's no wonder you're trying to fucking sell these. If you tell people you're robbing them, mate, don't tell them that because then you probably sell them for 40.
That would be like a good sketch of character, a guy who's just oblivious to everything. And even when he's getting like robbed or possibly murdered,
Mr.
I'm sure it's been
Oblivious.
done, but he's completely oblivious. Just like, oh, righty, oh, lovely. And who are you? I'm John.
Yes.
My father, he worked in a factory in 1969. What did your father do?
A robber.
Is he? Well, one's in the
That's
family.
how
then.
exciting. One of those train people, was he?
Oh, yes, I've heard of those. I like those people.
Sorry.
you've got a knife.
I've just noticed you're punching me in the stomach there. If you could just resist doing that, that'd
Oh, I don't know.
that'd be
I'm
quite
not.
nice.
You've mistaken me. But it's good to keep fit. Granted, hit the old punching bag once in a while, but you have mistaken me
Yes,
for a punching bag. So.
I've taken a few knockings in my time.
Oh, sir.
Oh, that's my rib.
Sir, you seem to have a knife with you. Oh, right, are we having cake? Oh, sir. You've misjudged me for a cake.
No, what you've done there is stop that knife right in my neck, which is making it rather awkward for me to communicate with you.
Anyway, I've had a great time with you guys. I've got to go.
If you could possibly just pull out my mobile phone and call an ambulance.
to meet Jane to play some bridge.
No bridge today.
Well, that took a dark turn, didn't it?
It was, yeah.
We just invented and killed off Mr. Oblivious.
Mr. Oblivious.
If I say Captain Oblivious,
Captain
that would be a
Oblivious.
shit superhero.
All right,
Captain
Captain.
Oblivious! They're destroying the town. There's aliens in the sky burning the city. Oh, I don't see them. I think this is episode 60.
Is it?
I think so.
It's not enough of a milestone to celebrate. Nothing special this one.
No, just another run of the mill.
Move along.
Move
Nothing-
along.
nothing to
going on
listen to
here.
here.
We're just going to sit here and talk amongst ourselves. Feel free to listen if you like. We'd be doing this if there were mics here
you know
or
what?
not.
We did that last week and it turned out pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that was good actually. Before we go into geese dropping,
Yeah.
it's not really a geese drop. I want to share a little story. Something that happened to me. I know I did message you about this, but
Yeah.
I
What's
was
happened,
in.
Greg? What's been happening?
I was in the news agent.
Hang on, let me set this up for you real quick. Greg, how you been? What you been up to this week? Anything?
No,
anything
just
to
work.
report?
Just work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything outside of work?
Yeah, well, strange enough, yes. Right outside of work, almost. I went
of
to
the segues, Joe
I went
Jackson.
to the news agent near work,
Yeah.
and I was in there, and there was a woman in there, and she was
Getting some
buying
lunch.
loads of random stuff. Like, not random stuff, she was buying like quite a lot of stuff, but had no basket. It was all in her arms.
Oh,
And I was
that's
just like, oh,
unfortunate.
she's going to drop
I
something.
hate doing that. When you go shopping,
Yeah.
you think you don't need a basket,
And then you end up
you
being, ooh.
buying a fuckload.
That's it. She was like that.
So I dropped that rum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a fun time. And in a supermarket, Waitrose, in fact.
Shit
Anyway,
face
she was
at
carrying
4 in
she had
the
like
afternoon.
jars and shit, and I was like, she's gonna drop all that. Anyway, I was in the queue, and she kind of came up.
Was she in front of you?
She was in front of me, yeah. And I kept seeing her looking at me, and eventually she turned around and was like, "You all right?" I was like,
Ugh.
"Yeah." You?
Just like, yep.
She went.
About to get in a conversation with a crazy person.
She was like, "Not really, no.
Ah.
I've got broken ribs." I was like, "Oh, she went, I was meant to get married today."
That seems like something you should be preparing for.
Yeah. Today was meant to be my wedding day. But my husband-to-be beat me up.
Brilliant.
I was like, oh, right. She's like,
That escalates quickly.
She's like,
doesn't
the
it?
police have moved me here.
Is that why she had broken ribs?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, the police have moved me here.
From where?
Keep me safe.
Where
I
from?
don't know this area. Is there a... And then she was asking, she was like, I need to find a supermarket. And then she was next to be served. And she put her stuff on the counter. And the guy on the counter, the newsagent, was just like, how are you?
Don't, mate. No, don't go
She
there.
was just like, "Oh, not great.
Not great.
Got broken ribs.
Just the whole spiel.
Meant to get married today." And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And he was like, oh, and she got all the way to the supermarket bit. And he was just like, oh, and I know there's a supermarket, literally. It's
Yeah,
like,
there's big Sainsbury's just down
no,
the road. isn't there?
there's also massive Tesco's. Like, it's down the road from us. It's big Tesco's. And she's like, I need a proper big supermarket. And he's like, no, there's a little Tesco's. I'm thinking, he must know. He lives here. He must know there's a big fucking
He's
Tesco's.
like, no, I
on
want
the
her
road."
custom.
And then he's like, I think you might have to go to Kingston. And then she was just like, oh, how do I get there? He's like, the bus outside.
If she got on the bus, she would pass the Tesco.
This is it. He's like, there's a. No, she wouldn't pass the big one. This is quite a big one. And she was just like, oh, what bus? He's like, oh, it's out there. She went, oh, okay, just sell Oyster cards. He was like, no.
No, of course not.
Even though I'm right next to the fucking bus stop, I probably should.
Yeah, that's a fucking win, isn't it?
Yeah, and then she left, and I went up to the counter, and he was like, "How are you?" And he said, "He's like, how are you doing?" And I was like, "I bet you regret asking her that." He was just laughing, like, God.
He's like, "Oh yeah, it's very good, sir."
What's so surreal, just to be like, just
yeah.
If I don't know if she's meant to move me in to keep me safe. Is she meant to be telling everyone?
Probably not. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a sort of.
And
like
also, if you got broken ribs, like,
protection.
why are you carrying all that shit? You're carrying loads in your arms right now.
Jamming it into your ribs.
You'd be in a lot more pain. You'd be in a lot more pain.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of bullshit by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe for a second she was getting married that day.
Oh, a nice Friday wedding. Lovely.
That seems to have happened all very suddenly.
Yeah.
Unless it happened, like the beating happened prior.
Well, I
And she
don't
got
know.
moved there.
They
and now
could
they're
have
not getting
cancelled the
married.
wedding ages ago. I don't know.
Could've,
Maybe
yeah.
they've moved away before
She
it
needs
goes
to fucking let go, didn't she?
Or she's just wandering around being
Sounds
like,
like
hello.
an agony aunt.
Maybe that. You know what? I'll be finally.
She was definitely in agony.
I'll probably bump into her again, and
Yeah.
she'll just be like, broken ribs.
Yeah.
Today's meant to be my wedding, and she's like in a
It'll go
Groundhog
round.
Day loop.
Or she'll have an entirely new story set up. And she'll just be like,
I was meant to go paragliding today.
I've been living in the Caribbean for 8 years. They've moved me here now. I don't know where I am.
It's my 18th birthday tomorrow. I can tell you it's not, man. Like, she's... Stop lying to me.
I can tell you right now it is not your 18th
Stop
birthday.
lying to me. Go.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, well, best of luck to you.
No.
Thing is, my response to it...
Get fucked.
My response when she left was, all right, cool, hope it gets better.
Hope it gets better. I hope your life gets better.
I hope it gets better. Can only go up from here. Sun's out sort of today.
That's a hell of a...
The sun's sort of kind of out. It's a good day for you.
It's a hell of an interaction to have, isn't it?
I should have said that. Oh, weather's quite nice today, isn't it? That's what I probably should have said.
With my time of not being in employment, I should have just fucking walked around and listened to people like more, but I haven't. Just stayed in because I don't like the idea of people.
South Carolina are expecting an eclipse on August the 31st.
Oh, really?
Which is soon. This episode won't be out by then, so it'll be
There's
interesting to see how the story develops.
I think isn't there like a meteor shower?
I don't know if that's happened or happening
I think that's
soon.
today.
Is it? Wow.
I think. Or maybe it's... No.
Anyway, this episode will be out after the eclipse has happened. But this paper gave out advice to locals to be prepared for possible lizard and Bigfoot sightings.
Oh, fucking...
During
Wait,
the
lizard?
eclipse. Lizard men and Bigfoot sightings.
Lizard men?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit...
It's lizard man.
Lizard
actually.
man.
It should be lizard man.
Just
Is that
singular.
better? Is that better?
No, I've never heard of...
There's a nice drawing.
Fuck is
of
that?
It. It's the drawing of the
Looks like a
lizard man.
jalapeno.
It does look like a
Jalapeno? I've added an extra letter in that.
Agencies, this is happening now.
It's a jalapenos.
Agencies advise on possible lizard man Bigfoot sightings in South Carolina during eclipse.
I have never fucking heard of lizard man ever.
Really?
Everyone's
No,
heard of Bigfoot. I mean, I've heard
it's like
it in
reptilians, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, but I've heard that, but that's all bullshit.
That's basically,
anyway.
yeah, that's
Like,
basically what this is.
But like, lizard man, just sounds like a Spider-Man villain.
And they throw him in alongside Bigfoot. Like,
Yeah. Bigfoot's at home, just like, I'm not being associated with that man.
Amid the solar eclipse hype, which will bring millions of visitors to dozens of events happening across the state this month, there's only one thing you probably haven't prepared for: a supernatural encounter.
Ooh.
Luckily, several government agencies have been ahead of the game, already highlighting on social media the possibility of paranormal activity as the sky goes dark mid-afternoon on August 31st.
I love that. Now they're just telling people. That's if you're going to tell people, but you describe it as a warning. It's just like, this is important. There is possible high chances of unidentified or like of just like paranormal activity on this particular day. Be careful. Everyone's going to go, I'm going outside and I'm going to go fucking look for it. Everyone's going to do that.
Well, I'll tell
if
you
you tell me there's a chance of seeing Bigfoot, I'm going to go and fucking see Bigfoot.
This is exactly what they did. Not only did they tell you, it was happening, the agency tweeted a graphic regarding possible paranormal activity occurring during the solar eclipse, and they put up a nice little map.
Oh,
Fantastic! They've done all the work for you.
They've done a
Excellent.
nice little map where they're going to highlight the possible sightings.
Please do not go here.
Possible lizard man sightings.
Where the fuck has this lizard man come from? I don't ever remember hearing of like unexplained sightings of a lizard man. Is it just someone in like one of those green morph suits?
When they say government agency, I think it's just somebody that's
Very
mildly
nondescript
funded by the government.
Nondescript company.
It's actually like the company's called SCEMD. I don't know what it stands for.
Sounds like a German metal band.
Oh no, yes I do. They stand for South Carolina Emergency Management Division.
Management of what?
Emergencies.
Oh dear.
They don't know if the lizard man became more active during a solar eclipse. The agency explains.
I want to know where this fucking lizard man's come
But
from.
we advise that residents of Lee and Sumter counties remain vigilant.
What the fuck?
The lizard man was first spotted. Here you go, Jay. The lizard man was first spotted in
Here you go, Joe.
1988 by Christopher Davis, a then 17-year-old.
Well, that's full of shit.
Davis was
It's bollocks.
driving.
I don't believe anything a 17-year-old
Davis
tells me.
was driving
Nothing.
around 2 a.m.
Absolutely
one
nothing.
summer morning. Imagine if that was you doing an interview in a room. Nah, it's 17. Fuck it.
It's just like, how old are you? 17. Okay, I just need to give you a heads up. I won't be believing a single word you say.
Anyway, tell you a story. At 2 a.m. one summer morning, he got a flat tire near Scape Org Swamp.
Did you find this today? This
Did they?
article?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've just found the same. It says 22 hours ago.
Yeah. This is
Fucking
new.
hell.
Yeah, this is new. Mate, I'm well on it.
Brand new.
Yeah, I was actually going to get to that point.
Lizard Pete. Fuck off. No. Oh, God.
Anyway,
no, please,
after he
sorry.
changed his tyre, he claimed a red-eyed devil appeared about 30 yards away. Davis was able to get into his car and drive as the alleged creature jumped on the roof. He threw the thing off, but sadly he was able to keep up with the car at speeds of 40 miles an hour. Davis's story gathered international attention and reported lizard man sightings continued up until 2015.
Lizards are quite fast, aren't they?
According to a story by the state newspaper, even 2 police officers said they were convinced something is out there after having an alleged encounter about a month after Davis's experience.
No way.
NASA may not be fully in the loop on South Carolina's lizard man, but their Scientific Vigilation Center did publish Sasquatch, a graphic showing exactly where one potentially would be seen during the eclipse. That's a big foot.
Nah. No.
And there was a sighting recently about picture of Bigfoot they posted. That was the Greenfield Police Department posted one. So a blurry picture of a black dot in the long distance.
I'll tell you what, the videos on YouTube of like Sasquatch sightings, they're really quite interesting. Because like there's one where it's in a really like snowy sort of open area.
That's the famous one, isn't it?
I don't. It's not the.
Oh,
it's
right.
not like the one where it's in the woods. It's not like the old 60. This was like quite a recent in the last like 5 years, kind of like pretty decent quality footage. And it's unfortunately at a distance, but it's all like this snowy open area, quite like mountainous. Yeah. And there's this black fucking dot that they zoom in on, and you can see it walking, and they're just walking up this fucking mountain. And it's like you like the level or the like the trajectory or the fucking steepness of it is crazy, and it's just walking up it, and it's just weird. And they start shouting, and it stops, and it looks, and it sort of keeps walking, and it's just fucking weird, man. Like
shouting, Jesus,
it's really odd.
Well,
the people recorded started shouting, just kind of like hello.
Yeah. Well, when you searched this just now and you found this same article, did you see another one that showed up about Bigfoot? That was even sooner.
No.
So a Bigfoot sighting made the news in America like the last couple of days as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was spotted in North Carolina.
See, because I know like Canada and the kind of sort of like the sort of like northwest is quite common, but I didn't think because like Carolina's like the east side of America.
They're all over, mate.
Fucking A.
But the Bigfoot sighting in North Carolina, which made the news.
Do you think they go to conventions?
That probably, yeah. Well, this is pretty. Again, here we go.
Oh, what a Bigfoot convention!
They showed up. They got footage. They reported this sighting. It got on the news, and then as I was preparing for this episode and I was reading this article, an update instantly appeared.
Oh fuck!
So just breaking
news. 2 weeks 2 weeks ago when we recorded this.
A man has come forward claiming Bigfoot sighting was just me dressing animal skins, says shaman.
Shaman?
Or he's a shaman. But apparently he was just out and he was wearing his... He wasn't trying to fake in the video. He was just out wearing his skins. And he reckons that the Bigfoot sighting was people seeing him.
Oh, why... That's
According
weird.
to the BBC, a self-described shaman was taking a stroll in the hills recently when he was spotted by local Bigfoot hunters. They stopped him and they queried him.
Mate, he's so fucking lucky he didn't get like a fucking dart of ketamine in his fucking ass.
The group known as Bigfoot 911
original. I like that.
First made local news after reporting they'd seen the creature, but a few days later, Guan McGregor, who follows a faith that involves a Mesopotamon figure, Enkidu.
No one is called Guan.
And also claims to have seen multiple Bigfoots himself.
I don't believe in nothing no one says called Guan.
Man, 911's commander, John Bruner, took to their closed Facebook group to disagree.
I bet that's the most fun in that Facebook group. That closed Facebook group has probably got a good laugh in there.
Yeah, maybe, but also they're probably just like, oh my God, no, we believe you, because they want to believe. Because they're like,
we believe that he is incorrect.
Bigfoot hunters.
We believe he knows more than he's actually saying. I think he's put on this suit to deter us from searching for Bigfoot, because he knows what Bigfoot is.
He's just trying to get on our limelight.
That's it. He's the human correspondent with the Bigfoots. That's why he's dressed like a Bigfoot.
I mate with them.
That's weird.
I let them mate upon me.
Ugh.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.